top players that have been selected and joined this Premier League singles event. It's all cricket, long format. Looking forward to these tournament-structured league events. Not sure how many we're going to have, but this is the first day. It's going to be great stuff. I got Mike Redmond joining me here. Looking forward to commentating and sharing the stream with you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Man, I appreciate the invite. Appreciate you letting me tag along, and I'm just ready for a great day of darts.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this right off the bat. We're going to start it off with a bang. We've got Mike Scaro, who's leading the Purple Punch Productions, as well as started this Premier League itself, and he wants to kick it off with a bang against one of the toughest opponents, Adam Savada.
Yeah, Adam Savada's coming off a monster showing at the U.S. Darts Championship. Obviously, that's a steel tip event, but we're all very familiar with Adam in the Arizona region and even nationwide. He's a stud, man. The guy he doesn't miss. That's all you can say about him.
Definitely. I mean, you got to say he's been coming out as a storm in Arizona for years. We've known as soon as he steps into the room, the way things are going. Looks like we lost him. Uh-oh.
There we go.
There we go. Little minor technical difficulty there, but we're back in it, it looks like.
Back up and running.
Yeah, as I was talking, we've got Adam Savada. He's been raising a storm at every event he walks into in Arizona. People know to sit there that he's going to be a force to reckon with every time he walks to the board.
Yeah, for sure. And Mike Scarborough, man, he's no joke. He really jumped on the map with a lot of players nationwide with that famous triple dip of Mike Maloney in the PDC, or I'm sorry, in the TOC singles. It was a tremendous show by him. So
definitely, I don't think nobody else has put that one triple dip against Maloney yet, and so that's definitely a big notch under Scarborough's belt. And also, he's been known playing the CDC Cricket Singles Invitational the last couple of years. He's been in both levels at Divisions 1 and 2 this last season. And he sits there and you can just tell, he's one of those guys, people don't like to play him. He doesn't have the same strategy as most at that level. And so when he's hitting, he sits there and can hurt some people's feelings.
Yeah, it can be a little uncomfortable to play against, you know what I mean? If you're not ready for it, you're just not ready for it. So this should be a good matchup. I'm pretty excited about this one. As you talked earlier in the day, this is one of seven matches we're going to have on the stream today. So I'm pretty excited about this one and ready to get it rolling.
Definitely. So again, format's going to be all cricket. I believe it's going to be a race to 7. To see the first to win 7 legs of cricket, and then we'll get on to the next match after that. So it's going to be a long day. We've got a lot of matches. This is going to be entertainment. These are the top level players in Arizona. Looking forward to seeing some of the best starts we have to offer.
Absolutely, I'm ready to get it rolling. Hey, what do you think? What do you think the over under on 9 marks we see in this individual match is going to be?
Being that it's a race to 7, we've got a total of 13 legs that could be played. Looking at these two, they could go all the way. If it's a long run, I think the over-under, to start it off, there might be some itchiness on stream. Neither of these two shy away from that. I think we get about, anywhere from, I'd say around 12. That'll be the over-under mark.
Okay. I think we're going to go a little over that, but I think it's going to be, I think it's definitely going to be something to look out for. So pretty excited as these guys take their final warm-ups.
Yeah, now we're going to have to go ahead and track another stat there, as you mentioned that, since we did put an over-under. I marked it down for 12 being it. I'm going to go with the over on 12. And let's see. So then I wonder, being cricket, this is one of those, I'm pretty sure these boards are set at 20 round outs, 20 rounds to play, correct?
Yeah, that sounds about accurate.
Yeah, but on this level, I don't think we're going to see that. But it's something to mention that in later rounds it could happen where points win and round out. So, if we go the full bout, of 8 to 10 to 12 rounds, I can easily see us hitting a high amount of 9 marks this match for sure.
Oh, absolutely, and I especially think that with Scarborough's kind of close first style, he can be down 40 something, 50 something points and go triple for close before even sniffing a point shot. So
yeah, he has no fear when it comes to being behind in points. Even he's going to shut that bigger number down. Heck, I don't even think he cares if it's a bigger number. He's just going to go for shutting it down and put you on your toes and pressure. That's what it brings. It's pure pressure every dart.
Yeah, I played a triples tournament with him, and he threw some crazy closes, and every time the other team missed, he just kind of laughed and was like, "Oh, look, free darts." I'm like,
and that's the type of player he is, right? He's like, well, I was under pressure. I kept you under pressure, and hey, look at this bonus. It's like hitting that red up on Super Mario Brothers. One up, one up.
Oh, absolutely, man! It's so awesome.
I don't see a lot of that happening here against Adam Savada, though, on this match, to be honest. I think, oh, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started with the court. We've got Adam just missing that bullseye.
All right, real quick before we get started.
One holes him.
Real quick before we get started, I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me your prediction for the match.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I think this goes... I think Scarborough takes this one, to be honest. Even though Adam's a beast, I'm gonna have to go Scarborough 7-6.
Okay. I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna go Savada on this one. I'm gonna go Savada 7-5.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's probably a great move here. We're looking at the level of competition here, as well as Scaro putting on the show to begin with. He might be under a lot more pressure than you'd like to believe.
It looks like we're going to get some 701 double in, maybe split bowl to start the day.
Yeah, I think, we were wrong on the format here. It's definitely not all cricket. We're going to go 701, double in, double out. Nice. Both players get in. Scarborough on the third dart. Adam, go ahead and hits a low ton to start. Great start going second. Playing 701 and 01. It's very tough to sit there and run as a second player.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we got to change our over/under from 9 marks to 180s.
Yeah, it's not all 701 double in, double out. I guess we're gonna have to see how this first match plays out, and then we'll figure it out from there. Yeah. So I don't know if it's gonna be a split or a run or how it's gonna go. He posted it somewhere. I'm gonna look and see if I can't find that. All right, well, Scarborough with a slow start here. Adam is just putting on the pedal. Must have hit a 140 or higher in the last shot. Gonna walk up and take a look right at that triple 20.
Yeah, I think he was 135 is what I seen. Starting with the triple 20 there, follow with another one, fill it up for the 180. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful shot. Oh, yeah. Counts as a 140. But I tell you what, that probably hit just as hard as a 180 against Mike Scrubber here. He needs to start putting it in that red bed right in the middle.
Ooh, 60 solid there. 60s probably won't keep up with Adam at this pace, though. I mean, Adam is he's on a mission, man. He's a killer today.
As you're saying, man, he just put that 60 right off the bat. Just bang, bang. Let's see. Can he fill it up? Fills, another 140, just shy of hitting that 180.
See what Mikey's got to offer here.
Yeah, he's shooting a little tight there. You saw that round was lower. He's starting to get a little more pressure. And then on the last start, he ended up just releasing it and finding the right balance and found that triple 20.
I think that's important for him too, man, because it bring a little confidence, even if it's not for this leg going forward in the match. Like, get a little confidence and kind of keep your head
Definitely
above water.
agreed. I think you've got to be able to sit there and put a couple good rounds in to make sure that, hey, I got to get my game into the next round. I may not win this one right here, but at least I give myself an opportunity to win this time.
Adam primed for this 86.
Yeah, you got to think it's got to go, right?
Oh, I think he thought it was
And
going
there
on the first one.
Yeah, he took that half step, ended up refocusing, finishes off with the double 8, takes the first leg.
Got a 1-0 score line here. We got a little alternate start action. I like it.
So it's, alternate start, good stuff. And we see that cricket's coming into play. So, based on that, I think I'm going to go with the under on the 12 marks with the format switch.
Yeah, definitely. Although an uncharacteristic 3 mark from Adam there. I mean, 3 is kind of a miss here.
Yeah, especially after he just sat there and unloaded on that triple bed the last leg.
Mikey's looking up. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, there it is. Great stick. Comes in, sits there. He's got the lower number. He's going to close that bigger number as soon as possible. I think Adam's going to do the same thing here. Oh, bang. There's the first 9 mark right there.
Love that. Love that. That's such a great shot.
Scaro's got to go right down to the 17s, try and get another bet open. Only hits 3 singles, but does close the number.
Yeah, I could see Adam leaning on trying to hit the little white horse here, 17, 16, 15. Said he goes points first. I like it.
Oh, you think here he comes? Is he going back to back 9s? Boom. That's a very nice start to Adam's run.
A shot. Even with the shorter cricket games, we still might get to 12.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how many we have. Scaro, again, having to find another number. 3 solid is just not going to do it this leg. I know Adam's just coming firing right out the gates. Man, what do you think's going through his head here? He's like, first leg done, second leg, you know what? Let's push this in. Let's try and get a solid 3 more bulls and prepare for the next leg, right? Or do you think he's going to sit there and run it?
No, I think you're kind of leg 3. I think the most important thing is not to get down 2 breaks.
Man, it's 6-4-3 on the first leg, though. Them are some big boy darts right there by Adam Savada. It's 2-0 currently, Adam Savada. Scaro gets the start in this cricket leg.
I think Mikey's got to jump on him early, man. I really do. Get a big shot right out of the gate.
Yeah, you got to think, man, he's got to put in 7 or more just to sit there and stay in the lead against this guy. And there he does it.
And, right on cue, He smashes a big 7 mark and see how Adam responds to it. I guess Adam's just going to throw 9 marks all day.
Oh, yeah, he's starting off right off the bat, just like he worked the last leg. Gets another one. That's 3 and 2 legs of cricket for Adam right now.
Big shot here from Mikey, going 19.
Oh, he gets aggressive. Oh, that was a big third. You got to think.
Right. Another big triple.
Gets aggressive, goes at that 20, stays up there. Gets the double Mike Maloney close. Look at that. All right, 6 mark, shooting a 7-5 to Scaro, starting with the 6-0, and he's getting beat. Big first start. Gets aggressive again. Goes straight for the close. Being the point lead, this is, somewhat Scaro's signature here, putting the pressure on Adam. So you got to think Adam's going to show his first start at the trip 17, lock it down, and then go right back at that. Go knock that 18 out. Gets the 17 first start. Stays there for more points. Wow. Just finishes off the 18 right off the top. Closes the bigger number.
Yeah, that's such a great shot from Adam. Again, Mikey's not out of this leg. Like this is still a leg that he can win, man. He's in this leg.
Yeah, exactly. He can sit there, still come in, put solid shots in. I think he's got to get bigger than sevens. He's got to be hitting sevens and nines, just keep putting that pressure on. But right now, Adam's just steamrolling. He's confident, he's comfortable, and every first dart is landing.
Mm-hmm.
Gets two numbers there with the 6 mark, shooting a 7-0.
Yeah. 7.0. 5 rounds, 4 rounds into the game. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's pushing Scaro right into a corner where he wants. He's forcing him to shoot at one number. Hits a 5 mark on that 16. Does get the point lead.
Adam attacks this. It'd be interesting to see if he doesn't hit a triple 17 if he goes over anyways. Oh, he's just going to hit a triple anyways.
Hits that triple 17, gets more points. 2 singles. This does give Scaro the opportunity because he's got 1 triple 16, gives him the point lead, and then can shut down Savada's 2 other numbers. Let's see what it goes. Oh, he went straight for the shutdown. Yep. Now he's going to stay on that 16. Does drop in 4 singles, gets him the point lead just barely.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that shot. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Right, because if he does hit that first big one, he's still, even missing, he gets 2 darts right back at that point. He was only going to take 1 dart, guaranteed, if he hit.
He missed the big 16.
Look at this. Scaro goes up, hits a double first dart, gets another double bull, takes the point lead. He is not out of this. Can sit there and finish this off here. Hits the first pull. It's the point lead on the trip 17. Does he finish it? Stays on the points. Now he's 4 bulls ahead now. No shot for Scaro. Only thing he can do is pile in as many bulls as he can.
That's a smart shot from Adam.
It is, definitely. Puts that pressure on. And you can see it hurts. Scaro throws it 1 hole above, kind of blocks it, has to move. Slides one in there. That's a tough shot. Both of those go in to a single bull, even though that flight was blocking it. You think he's been practicing? I've noticed some of them trick shots.
Yeah, I've seen the fidget spinner trick shots. My favorite, I think.
Adam gets leg 2 with a 6.27, going second. Now Adam's up 3-0 in this match. Next game, we've got another round of 7-1, double in, double out.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough now. Mikey's he's down 2 breaks. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and then Adam just starting off with a powerhouse. He goes up double 20, trip 20, starts out with the high ton. Great shot, going first. He's sitting there laying the gauntlet down saying, all right, Scaro, come get me.
Mikey trying to dive in and catch start 1 as it flies out of the board.
Does catch the double 20, gets in the board, hits single 1. Now, I think, going first, Adam starts at that 160. He's just going to run. I mean, he's solid, content. He's very tough to, just doesn't look like he's going to miss.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, really, if he can collect on, one big triple every time he goes to the board, he's probably looking at being the first one 2 and out, depending on, how Mikey plays that. But
right. Scaro goes up first start just shy, hits a triple 20 second, gets a big 140. Now that's a good shot right there. Hits a 135, just missed the first start into the triple 5.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Mike.
Gets him a little closer. Let's see, as long as he can stay there within range and gets an opportunity, you never know. These 0-1 games can be tricky like that. 1 missed start, 1 missed shot. As long as you're within range, you never know.
Yeah, and it's crazy on the soft tip board. I mean, I know the doubles are a little bit, bigger than they are on the steel tip board, but a double's still a double, man. You never know. I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah, definitely. And then as well as you get a dart in that tar. That's one of the most painful sounds you can hear, right? And just There it is.
Big
Ton
180
80
from
big 180 for Mike. Gets the lead a little bit, but still the advantage is in Adam Savada's favor.
And that's solid from Mike though, coming off of 41 in, comes back 135 and then 180.
Right now, Scaro's got to think he's going to walk up, try and hit that 180 or 177, and see where he gets another 6 starts hopefully after that. Puts in 1, puts in 2.
We're going back to back.
Goes back to back 180s. Had to take a look there because he realized that, you know what, I can't leave myself an out, and so end up still popping that 3rd dart. So that's 6 straight perfect darts in the triple bed.
It's tough. It's tough for Mike to have 360 points in 2 turns and not leave a finish.
Oh, well, we are playing 701. So looking at Adam walks up, does Lee's going to set himself up here?
Yeah, I think he's probably looking at 105 to leave 60. Maybe he can leave 45 here. 5 to leave tops probably. Yeah.
Great shot. Hits that 125. So that's 8 straight triple 20s. Put himself in this leg. Put some pressure on Adam Savada. If Adam can walk up, stay solid, hits that trip 20, double 8, it's going to be his goal here. Hits the first one. Ooh, just high on the second. You can say that he wasn't too excited about that. Throws in a double 16 just for the fun of it.
I think he's 3 clear at 40 here.
Hey, first leg, there you go, a 43.81, double in, double out, split bull, great average to have there. And going second, that was tough to see. I didn't see that one coming. Being Adam went first, started with that 160 on. Man, that's tough. All right, so we've got another game of 701, double in, double out. Scaro getting the start this round.
That was an impressive win for Mike. I'm very impressed by that win. Like you said,
100%. After going down 3-0, gets that start of a 160. Scaro comes in and just puts in some great darts. Gets it on going second on 701. He does get in here, starts the leg, misses a first, gets a double in. Starts a little slow, but at least he's in. Yeah, I mean he likes to stay on top of the board. If you noticed, unfortunately in his PDC the U.S. Masters event, he sat there and it didn't look like the double top was his favorite. He was hitting everything else, but the double top was a little tough. Let's see, Adam going second. This could take the opportunity to take control. Hits first trip 20, second trip 20. Does he fill it up? Oh, just outside. Hits the triple 5. Leaves a 135. Still a solid round.
That's a great shot, and he's in a really good spot going second here.
Exactly. It's 100 points ahead. He's still going to sit there and have to put in 1 or 2 more big rounds, 1 slack round from Scarborough to full advantage, but Scarborough needs to get a triple here. He walks around, gets the triple 19 on the 3rd. Good last. Now you can effectively say Adam has stolen the darts here.
It's a good cover shot from Mike. We'll see what Adam does with this shot here. Triple 20 on the first one. Nice.
Gets it on this 3rd. Yeah, he seems to be, where he was hitting them ton 80s earlier. He's hitting that 125, 135, 123 with ease, just missing the one right outside.
Yeah, they'll fall at some point in time, I would imagine. I mean, Adam's such a great player that he's not going to click wires for too long. Eventually, they're going to fall.
Right, and yeah, you start seeing those 1 holes. You can't let that get to you. I mean, it happens to everyone, and as soon as it starts getting to you, you can see the pressure rise up. There, Mike Scarborough throws first triple 20, second hole up, lets the 3rd one slip a little bit into the 5. And here we go. I mean, do you think this is pressure or just alignment? He hits trip 5, just a couple holes out, moves over the trip 18. Good last start. Still has control of this leg. Scarborough really needs to put in a high ton here.
Yeah, I love the fact that Adam's cover shot is a trip 18. I love that so much.
Right, he's not moving much, and if you sit there and watch the way he stands, the way he throws, he's got a solid form. And staying up top side of the board, he doesn't even move. You can barely even see his eyes move. So there's no difference in form or technique for him. So it's just a solid move, solid switch. Trip 20 first start, just low. Oh, he's not too happy about that. But he's going to probably go down and look at the 19. Takes a look at the trip 17, leave 160. I like that move. Great dart.
Yeah, what do you think about this 160? You think this 160 goes?
I think if Scarborough goes up and puts the pressure on, he hits that 180, which 180 will leave, Scarborough out. He's got to hit at least the 170 or higher to leave an out, right? And so if he sits there and goes up and hits 180, puts the pressure on, I don't think Adam's going to want to sit there and give him a look.
I agree. See what Mikey does here. Oof. Stray into the 5.
Trip 20 for a second dart. It is 2 triples after the first miss. That doesn't really put much pressure on Adam here, and so I think he's going to sit there. He's been missing his first or third dart right off to the side, so I wonder if he stays solid here, stays true. Missed first dart, goes trip 18, trip 18. Oh, trip 4 just shy. Trying to leave 32 with that third dart. This does give opportunity for Scarborough, 100%. Yeah, this does give Scarborough the opportunity to put a lot of pressure on. I think he tries to hit that 171 to leave 32 here. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that would be the shot, I think. And I think he's a big time 19 guy too. So I would be surprised if he looked at that 20. I think he'd probably go all 19s here if he's
going right on top. I think he's under a little pressure. Hits a 5 first start. Tell by his eyes. I think he's trying to sit there and stay where he's been hitting. Hits the trip 18 third dart. Good last. Leaves himself an out. But I think Adam's sitting there, solid round here. First dart, triple 14, double 16. There's the first dart. Yep. Here comes the double 16. Oh, there's that tar we talked about earlier. Does that put it on pressure? It does.
Right.
Sometimes, you hear that sound and it just throws you off. Just that hair that you don't want it to. This does give Scarborough the opportunity to hit that 1-2-4 first start triple 20. Let's see how it goes.
And if this 1-2-4 goes, buddy, we got a match.
Yeah, we're bringing it right back 3-2. Adam will start the next leg, most likely cricket. Oh, great first start. Where do you go? You got to go 14, right? Guarantee yourself a shot at the bull. Oh. Misses it just high. Oh, that's a heartbreaker there. Does hit the solid 15, leaving an easy 40 out for him. Adam with 3 darts to take a 4-1 lead.
Oh, man, that's brutal. That's a bad miss on Mikey's part.
Adam does finish it just above that double 16 line there, right where you think, this is probably going to hurt Scarborough a little bit, but man, he's a true professional. He's going to be able to come back, get his head right, see what Adam does. And I don't think anything phases the guy, to be honest. It may look like he's under pressure, but I think that's more because he's trying to put on a show, this Premier League, than it is his darts missing or the competition he's playing.
I agree 100%, man. It's you hit the nail on the head with that. And as we right on cue here, Adam opens up with a 2 mark here, which almost seems pedestrian for what we've seen so far.
Definitely opens up a 2 mark. Scarborough's got the opportunity. Needs to get a big triple in here to sit there and stays solid. Only gets a single. Gives it right back to Adam Savada here. Let's see. So we've got a couple people in the stream. Nice to see. JC was in earlier. He's going to be coming up in a match. Actually, he will be the next match on. Looking forward to it. It'll be Chuck Pulo versus JC Martinez. That's going to be another great one.
Yeah.
Adam.
We got a full one.
Just misses another 2 mark. This is a surprising leg here.
Opportunity for Mikey though, if he can steal this leg here and.
Oh, wow. Man, that was just a bad flight. Tar's off the board. Hits 2, 1 hole up. I think these two are just kind of saying, hey, you know what? Who wants to take it? Let's see who does. First start, trip 19. Second dart, trip 19. Oh, one hole out. Just misses another 9 mark.
Even here with Mikey's strategy, I could see him popping that 18 and then cutting that 19 out with the second dart.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went. He's definitely going to go 18 first, and as soon as he hits a triple, he would close it out. He's looking to close now. He says, you know what? Go on 17. Now I'm going to shut down the 19. Currently, hi Chris. The match count right now is currently 4-1 Adam Savada's way. And this is game number 6. Yes, Mike Maloney. Everybody plays today. This is going to be playing the same similar format as the Premier PDC, where they sit there. We've got the 8 players. We got the first round of matches of 4. Then we'll do the then we'll run it all the way to the finish. So there'll be a total of 7 matches today. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. One of my favorite people, as well as a great supporter and a sponsor of this Purple Punch Productions and the Premier League. Thank you for everything you do there.
Adam looking for the corners here. Starting on
it's 15, the first one. Like yeah, he was looking for that, what they call the coffin shot. I know Ryan Mooneyham likes to call it that, and Sean's been following that. Sean Green doesn't get it. Hits first one. Leaves Scarborough on a single number under pressure again. Let's get a triple second dart.
Seems to be the story of this match so far. You know, Scarborough's been under a lot of pressure in every single leg, even the leg he won.
Right, and you know, a few slack rounds from Adam are just not getting taken advantage of by Scarborough. Even though you know at the start of this leg, you know, Mike could have sat there taking a run. He's still not out of this. It's just going to be a lot tougher. He's got to put in a big round on the bulls and get some pressure in there. Hey, Kicks, welcome to the stream. Bob Castillo, great to see you, buddy. Does get a 3 ball
there from Mikey.
Yeah, and this is definitely, you know, not his normal game. As we saw in the CSC singles, he does have those rounds in the 3s. You know, most of the time it's definitely a lot higher, but every once in a while those 3s do pop in there. Adam finishes off the leg with a 4-3-5 hit and double bull, single bull, takes the game. We're now at 5-1. Adam Savada to Scarborough. Scarborough going to start cricket here.
See how Mikey gets us started.
Yep, pulling a little bit, goes over to the 5, hits the trip 20. That's a lot better start already.
It's a good adjustment after that first start.
Definitely. You know, you've got to sit there, put a minimum 6 or 7 in, and just get some pressure, because now, no matter what, Adam's got to put 2 darts guaranteed down there.
Stay all 3.
Ooh, goes shot. Up, hits a 5 mark. Puts a couple points on the board. Scarborough, I think him being aggressive as he is, he goes right down at the 19.
Yep, I agree.
First start.
Stay on the double. Ooh.
Oh man, the last time he looked at this, it tarred off. Let's see how it hits in flights. Goes right in the middle.
Hey, he got it in there. Got it in there that time.
I completely agree with you, Nick. My money is definitely on AZ winning this. Being all players are living in Arizona. Speaking of that, we've got Mike Scaro, who lives out of, you know, Phoenix, Arizona. Adam Savada, Parker, Arizona, I believe. Driving, making his way to Mesa, Arizona, where the tournament's being held at Tom Ryan's.
It's funny you say that too. Look at
there it is.
Mike with the
Mike gets one. Hey, puts in that 9 mark. This is what we're talking about. When you're starting, you've got to sit there and push that lead and keep the pressure on him. Let's see.
Is this up to 5 9 marks for the stream so far?
Currently 4 9 marks as far as cricket goes. We do have we haven't counted the 180s and 01, but maybe we should start counting those high tons of 171 or higher.
I think we got 2 of them already, right?
We've got quite a few 180s, to be honest. We've got, I believe, 3 or 4 in the 01s. Back to back. Scaro hit one in one leg. And then we also had the 170 that Adam hit earlier.
That's true.
Hi, Heather. BGDD, that's somebody else's saying. I'll just leave that to him. According to Kelly Wise, our term is going to be fireball for every 9-mark hit. Adam goes up, hits 4 bulls, puts the pressure on, doesn't get the point lead.
You got that message too, Tim, huh?
That's correct.
I like Adam skipping the 15 there, putting a little pressure on. Kind of sets up the 15 shot here if he wants.
Yeah, I've done that trip 15, trip 16. Scarborough missing that first dart. Smart dart to go straight to that trip 20 and then take a look at closing another number. Adam goes up 5 bull, takes advantage of that and hits 125 points. Imagine if he was using the 15 or 16, he couldn't even, he could barely get to those numbers.
Yeah, that's a big 5 bull there for Adam.
First start, Scarborough takes the lead with trip 20, gets aggressive, hits a single bull, then smashes in another trip 20 for points. Great shot right there, keeping the pressure on Adam Savada.
Yeah, I mean, if Adam's going to throw 5 bulls all day, he's just going to throw 5 bulls all day, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, his first start, the blocker's got to move. He sticks it in there, watch. Does. Second dart right on the double bull. Throws in a 4 bull. I mean, this is like playing against the animals on Grandport. They're just ruthless when it comes to the bulls.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're at 13 bulls and 9 darts so far for Mr. Savada there.
That's right. And you can see it's starting to take a toll. Scarborough hits that 1 miss on the trip 20, then hits the trip 20, gets point lead, gets aggressive, goes right at the bull. I don't know about that move there because now 1 double bull does give Adam the point lead, but he's going to keep that pressure on and stay there all 4, having 4 or 3 numbers open.
Another 5 bull from Adam. Holy cow.
Man, this guy is just lighting up. He was a lot lower than that 4-0 average. He's raising his average with bulls. That's usually the opposite of most players.
Impressive, to be honest with you.
Oh, man, look at this. Now he's got to look. Using all them bulls, he's got to look. A nice white horse here, 9 mark, 20, 17, 15. Could finish this leg off. Hits the first close, hits 20. Oh, just outside, going back to the bull. Hits a single, and there's got to be a lot of pressure. So Scarborough, you think, has to hit trip 17, trip 17. I think he's going to take a look at the 15 right after that. This is the first start.
I think if it were me in that situation, I would... that's a good double bull there at the end.
It is, but you've left an easy 6 mark here for Adam Savada. It's an easy switch, 15 into the 17. You take the first one to the 15. No, he doesn't. Goes right to the 17. Shuts him down, closes the 15, and that's good night there. 4.85 against a 4.44. Adam Savada going second leg. Takes it, now pushes him up 6-1.
On throw to start 701.
Going into 701 next.
Yeah, it's
Adam
funny, as I spoke to Adam before the match, I asked him, I was like, to lose.
Yeah, he's not the type of guy to play for fun, is he?
He is not.
Scarborough getting a perfect start for his throw. Double 20, trip 20, trip 20 with that high ton 160 on. Adam, unfortunate to get in. Scarborough takes advantage. Yeah, also, let's see. We can go ahead and, I'm always curious, as most people know, I'm a big fan of barrels darts. I have way too many in my house now. Luckily, I've got my own set coming in, working on the specialties with Mr. Chris Trinidad and Monster. But what are these players using? And I know what Scarborough's using. He's using the Bully 18-gram Mazda darts, Big Dart Militia. Hits that solid trip 20, 180, follows that 160 with a 180. Fireball.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was a little unsure what Mikey was using. I do know that Adam uses his custom Reaper darts, made by Super Darts and Ian Hansen, down there in Florida. So
yeah, and he's also just got some huge sponsors this week after that class run at the U.S. Masters. So he's now signed by Red Dragon, one of two players from Red Dragon in the U.S., along with the bearded dart guy. Bang, boom, there goes. He's got a great game going here with another 180 fireball.
Look at this from Mike Scarborough here. 160 on, 180, 180.
Yeah, he's just running it down. Going second, it seems. Oh, there we go. Fires in another 180. We've got 3 180s in this one leg alone. Now we get to the point of the game. It's just fun to watch. I don't even know what to say. Here we go. What's it going to hit? Goes for the trip 15 to leave 16. Hits a single 10. Still no pressure now. So even if, Adam Savada's got to put in a 180 just to leave it out.
And Mikey's averaging 54.17.
Yeah, besides that one dart, he's throwing a perfect game for this format.
Super, super impressive stuff.
Hits the 11, goes for the double top. Great shot with a 50.07 average against Adam Savada. Gets the second leg on the board and says, I'm not done yet. Let's get to the next leg.
Yeah, and the two legs Mikey's got on the board, he's got, back-to-back 180s in both legs. So
Yeah, going second. Now, if he can sit there and keep that momentum going first, I don't think Adam keeps up.
Little tar there.
Oh, it does what Adam did last leg. Unfortunate, does not get on the board. And this format is always fun until you miss those first 3 darts.
That'd be interesting. I'm interested to see how Adam capitalizes on this here.
Gets to the board with 63. I don't want to sit there and leave out the other sponsors for Adam Savada. He's also signed with Dirty Jersey Darts, DJD, as well as PAPS, PAPPS. Congratulations on those sponsors.
Yeah, he's worked his butt off, man. He's earned a lot of that. He's such a great player. This is all you can really say about him.
Yeah, I've got to play against him. I haven't had the opportunity to play with him yet. Looking forward to it. Playing against him, it's always like you're walking into a locomotive, just sitting there waiting for that steamroller to run you over.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to play with him in Laughlin last year. Won the triples event, and then some unfortunate luck in the doubles, but it was a good time.
Definitely. Nice there goes another 180. Fireball. Got to sell the fireball to him. Fireball it's an awesome term. Matches my hair.
It is.
I just got to try and get better and better at it. It's not one of my favorites, although, when I'm with the Mike Redmond at the bar, it seems to go down.
Yeah, I've known to engage a time or two.
He's going to be able to keep it for the next round at least. Adam's going to hit the 135. Slides in the second triple 20.
Yeah, it's a really nice shot from Adam. Keep it close in that 2 spot. Put a little pressure on Mikey and make him deliver.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I think that's my problem, Nick. I am not sold on it. So that's probably why I'm not able to sell it. I've always been a big believer. Only sit there and sell what you believe in. Unfortunate first dart. Not going to be able to leave an out for Adam. Does sit there and scoop up a triple 20 on the third dart, leaving 235 and barely taking the lead. You got to think Scarborough's going to walk up, hit a solid ton, and leave himself a nice out. First dart, trip 20.
If not more.
Does get that triple, leave a nice 1-2-4 out. He's going to have the first leg, giving him the advantage in this leg.
Like to see Adam bring the bullseye and play here.
Yeah, I think he goes down to the 19. He stays on there, putting the pressure, hits that fireball.
Credit to Kelly Weiss on that one.
I don't have much to say. I'm just intrigued. I'm excited. Let's see that trip 18 hits it. Does he go for the ball? Oh, just high end of the 5.
So Adams got 3 clear for 55 from 55 and to win the match.
Yeah, 15 first start, hits the triple. Ooh, he's not excited about that. He's just too good. Goes up with a single 15, hits a triple. Now leaving himself double 5. Smashes it, takes the leg. I think that's it for the first match there. Adam Savada win. We do have 7 wins to 2.
Oh, we're 7-2. Are we raced to 9?
Yeah, it would have been nice to know before we started this commentating thing. But, we'll just get thrown into the wolves' den, talk our hats off, and figure it out after this first match.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is, we're kind of guinea pigs in this first one, and we'll see what happens.
Agreed. So now we got another game of cricket starting up. Adam running it. Let's see how he gets the run. I think he sits there and puts a solid 5 in. The way Scaro's shooting, I think it's enough to get the start in. Does get to it.
Triple turn there.
Yep. Scaro, with his pressure, he's probably going to go trip 19, trip 20, trip 19. It's a single first start. Single second. Does collect on the trip 19, leaving 38 points. Race to 9. Thank you, Alvy. Great to see you on the stream.
Alvy coming in clutch.
That's right.
Appreciate you, Alvy.
We always do. One of everyone's favorites out here in Arizona, that's for sure. One of mine.
Absolutely. Interesting there from Adam, not going points, not going close, goes down for another window there.
He does. Thinking that Scaro's going to try and lock him down. He does. Scaro takes first look at trying to close 20, hits 2 singles, does collect on the points in the trip 19. Good move.
You continue down the board if you're Adam, you go 17. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think he's trying to lock him in there. He's sitting there going, you want to play this bet option? I'll just sit there and circle around you. Another player that used to do this where you're sitting there going, oh, I'm just close enough and confident, not going to miss. David Fadum uses this approach quite often.
Yeah. Oof, it's an unlucky third there for Mike.
That's another player, we talk about the list today. We've got 8 of the top players in Arizona, and it's fantastic that these players have accepted, jumped in, dived in, ready to fight. And we'll go ahead and give a preview of what's next. We've got Scaro and Savada right now about to finish up their race to 9. Hopefully we get a little more show. Scaro sits there and continues to throw what he's done in those 0-1s, on those comebacks. He can sit there and really rally in and bring a match here. But next up, we've got JC Martinez, Chuck Pulo. These two normally partners together in a lot of the Arizona events. Chuck Pulo on the steel tip scene, being seen overseas everywhere. I can't wait to see him on this live stream. He's definitely been one of those players. I've gotten to play in big events, and he's definitely put a whooping on me in the past, that's for sure. Then we've got the bar darter, Chris Watson versus Jamie Hayman, and Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainer to wrap up the round 1 matches.
Yeah, Mike. What a shot here from Mike Scarborough.
He just put himself back in the game. Using that strategy.
Yep.
But leaving Adam the Bull right now, after watching that comeback that he did earlier, I wouldn't feel confident. I would want him to throw all 3 darts of the 15th. And he does. Which
is weird.
It takes all 3 singles. He's not happy about that. Leaving Scaro the 4-ball shot that he really loves to be under this pressure.
Let's see what we got going on. Double bull first start.
Oh, look at that. Double bull. Loves them pressure darts. Gets the first cricket game for him. First cricket win in this match. So now it's 7-3. And he gets the start in this one.
Yeah, buddy, you never know, man. I mean, you get a 7-4 leg and maybe a break, and all of a sudden we're right back in the match.
Yep. Scaro missed first, hits that clutch trip 20 on the second, gets the third. And so sitting with that 60 points, Adam's going to try and sit there and scoop up some 19s, maybe take a look at the 20. I doubt it. I think he just buries that 19.
It's good 6 mark there from Adam. Good answer.
Yep, 6 follows the 6 there. Scaro being aggressive, probably going to look down at first start. And he does. Oh, something he didn't like. Again, that flight action probably got into him. Hit that earlier. Closes the 19. Nice, solid restructure. Great shot.
But again, from Mike's strategy, he has favored from his strategy, even being down 3-0 and 5-1.
He does not move. He's just, he does not get content. There it is. Fireball.
Big fireball
Adam
there.
Savada throwing it in. Trip 18, trip 18, trip 20. Putting that pressure on Scaro. Trip 17, lines up, hits another one, gets himself in the game, ties the score at 111.
Yeah, it's another big shot from Mike just to keep it close.
Yeah, he's got to stay in this game because, if Adam sits there and gets another roll and hits that 9-9, it's extremely tough to keep up with. Hits a 5, Mark circling around. Yeah, he's trying to sucker him, and I think he's pushing Mike to go, hey, Mike, throw some points. And he's going, I'll throw them when I want. I think that's some of the mentality there, right? He's like, you're not going to tell me what to shoot at. You're not going to force me what to shoot at. I'm going to shoot where I want.
Yeah, another closing shot from Adam. Forces Mike, but he leaves him the opportunity to hit that corner shot, that trip 15,
Look,
trip 15, trip
if he
16.
And be in the point lead. If he misses the first, stays there, misses the second, gets 15-15, does lock it in. Still under just 2 points shy of making the point lead. Adam, I think he goes up here, hits trip 16, and then takes a look at the 15. Tries to put that coffin shot in.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably what he.
Oh, he went directly close. This is surprising. And I think Mike's strategy has something to do with this. Does lock in that trip 16 for points.
Yeah, you're probably right on that. I agree. I think, part of that closing strategy is coming into maybe getting into Adam's head a little bit. He's such a great player. He'll be okay.
That's right.
As Mike finds 3 bullseyes there.
Yeah, if Adam sits there and strays off one, it will leave Mike the shot. But if he misses one of the first 2 darts, I think he goes straight to the 16s to leave Scaro out of it. Smashes that double pull first dart. Hits another one, finishes the leg, puts him up 8-3. Currently on 9 marks in cricket, we've got 4 for Adam and 1 for Scaro. And if anybody asks why I keep calling by last name, we do have a lot of Mikes around. We've got Mike Redmond on the mic right now. We've got Mike Scaro on the screen right now. We've got Mike Carter coming up. So we will be using last names from me for the majority of it.
Mike Wyant sitting in there in the background.
Mike Maloney sitting on the stream.
Yeah, got mics all over the place.
That's a great question there, Bob Castillo. I wonder how JC will shoot just after eye surgery. I'm looking forward to seeing, what's going to happen. He wasn't phased that much, the last time he sat there and was wearing an eye patch. And very impressive, very impressive. So looking forward to see how much it affects this game. I really don't think it's gonna turn him off much. It's really gonna be on his attitude while he's throwing. I think that's gonna make or break the difference.
Yeah, let's hear from some people in the chat. Who do you guys got winning this whole thing? Take a look at the bracket. I know there was a lot of heavy favorites on Adam Savada, but I'd like to hear from the chat and see who everybody's got winning this thing.
Adam Savada starts us with that 80. Definitely. We'd love to communicate, as we still see some of this go. Tracy Lang from, I think she's still out in Florida. Hi. Alvy, thanks for letting us know we sound good. Appreciate that. Could definitely use all the confidence boosters we can get, especially being sober. Bob, you're right. JC did win that local pool shooter with one eye covered. Impressive.
He did. His doubles partner for that tournament was Adam Savada.
That's right.
Adam, right before that, I said to Adam right before that event, I was like, "Hey, who are you playing doubles with?" And he said, "JC, aka Peggy the Pirate."
Yeah, Adam comes out with them zingers, I tell you what. But, I think he's one of those guys that you can just jump on his shoulders and say, hey, I'm going to sit there and play with you. He gives you the confidence when you're his partner. You can just go up, relax, and be stress-free and just ride them shoulders. Yes, currently the score is 8-3, format race to 9 here. Adam putting in a 92. Leading this leg, Scaro's got to put in at least a big 140 or higher just to sit there and stay within reason, stay within reach.
Yeah, it's good. Good to see Miss Heather Fuller, Miss What herself in the chat too. It's always nice. She always brings the personality out. I love it.
That's right. There it is. As we talked about, Scaro does hit the 140, does take the point lead barely. Adam's still taking the advantage depending on what happens here. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that, bud. Keep doing what you do. Keep running those events. Look forward to playing in the next draws you're going to be at.
Big 135 there from Mr. Savada.
Yeah, keeping that pressure on, just running it down. Both sit there with similar averages at 37.44 and 37.25.
Danny saying, hopefully Adam doesn't leave 68.
85. He's, that one isn't, yeah, right. Adam's math is, we'll just leave it there. Adam goes up trip 20, trip 20. I think Adam's comment I saw in one of the streams. Imagine what I was thinking there. We all were wondering.
It's a big 180. Gives Adam 3 clear darts here at 74 to wrap this match up. Although Scarborough
follows it with the fireball. Now that does put the pressure on. Adam's going to sit there and he's got first look. This could be to win the match. First start hits trip 14, double 16 left. Matches it. And that puts Adam in the win. First match of this Premier League with a 41.2401. He ends up winning 9-3 against Mike Scarborough.
Yeah, that's a great match to start it off with. Congratulations to Adam as he goes on to the next round. We'll get the winner of our next match here, Chuck Pulo and JC Martinez, and commiserations to the boss man, Mr. Mike Scarborough.
Yeah, well, unfortunate for Mike. Again, pressure comes when you're sitting there trying to run this, do these streams. I know personally when I was running events and tournaments, it's never fun to sit there and run things while you're trying to compete. Mike is one of those that was still throwing on a high level without that kind of pressure. He's running the stream there. He's looking at what we're doing right now, as you can see. Talking badly about him, soon enough he'll hear it. But if that kind of pressure, and he's still up there throwing those perfect rounds. He just missed the perfect game on the 01 on the second seed against Adam Savada, which is very impressive, right? He hits in that 160, 180, 180, and just missing that lead for a 32, and then taking it out the next round.
Absolutely. I mean, Mikey put together some absolutely phenomenal darts in that match itself. The two standout legs being the 01 legs that he was able to win. Super impressive stuff. I mean, as you noted, the almost perfect game. It was super impressive. So
Yeah, it was definitely a perfect round, right? And so, in this format, it's perfect round. And so, being under pressure, being able to focus, knowing that everybody's got to be asking him what's going on, where everything's at, how are we doing this? For instance, us. I'm so glad he couldn't hear us because we were sitting there wondering what the format is, how many games, race to 9. Thanks to Alvy for letting us know how many games we're going. But here we go, right? Congratulations to Adam Savada, round 1 winner. Um, we'll go ahead and looks like we're going to get started right up to the next match. There's going to be no breaks here. So let's see. We've got, man, this is so much fun to see. And Chuck Pulo versus JC. Again, normally I see these guys as partners. So this is one I've been really looking forward to seeing, really looking forward to watching the best starts we have to offer. And these two, man, they are here not to disappoint, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, man. I talked to Chuck early this morning, and he kind of gave me with a little flashback. I asked him what his favorite tournament win of all time was, and he flashed it back to the old Premier Cup days, in Premier Cup 3 when he was able to capture the title in Premier Cup 3. So it was just pretty cool to see that moment, see that memory, and
definitely, right. He's probably got tons under his belt. I know I've been a fan of him. He's one of the nicest guys you can meet. It's very well known. In the CDC, he's been on that PDC stage in steel tip overseas. You've got him over here just sitting there putting a tear on in every top level event that we run, the AZ Open and anywhere else. Look at that. We got a great picture. Kelly Y is taking a picture of JC and Adam pregame. Hopefully they're both smiling at the end of this. Unfortunately, one will have to walk away a loser.
Yeah, I love the camaraderie between these two. I know they've like you stated many a times they normally are doubles partners. They play a lot together. It's good to see them. It'll be a great match to see them play and get after it against each other.
Definitely. Thanks for all the nice words for commentating. Appreciate that. We definitely, again, all the confidence boosters we can get. It's fantastic to hear. And I agree with Alvy here. It is hard to choose a winner when you like them all, and these are players we've been playing with for years, right? Some of us a little more than others. Chuck, he's always been on top level since I've met him. I've got the opportunity. I played against him in a couple of the singles big money events that Bates or other players put on, and he's always top notch. He sat there and, like I said, he put a big hurting on me when I thought I was doing well, and he made me look like I wasn't on the board. So not hard to do, I know, but just for me, it was exciting to play against somebody of that caliber, to sit there and turn around and him say good game and have such grace as a winner and loser. It's such a fantastic guy, Chuck Pulo.
Yeah, I agree. He beat me up last year in the Wild Wild West pretty good in the singles cricket. He put it to me pretty good. So and he did, it was much of the same, man. He just turned around. He was like, "Hey, man, you great playing. Best of luck to you the rest of the weekend. The whole nine." So, hey, super guy. I really like him. He's a nice guy, and he's super easy to get along with, and he's a tremendous dart player too. So,
and he's got such fantastic form, right? He sits there, he's smooth, he gets on with it, he looks at the board, picks it up, and there's no movement, just goes. He does use a barrel that's similar. I like his barrels, a little scout. They go up to, the bomber style, and from skinny to front and front loaded. And so they fly well out of his hand. Now, there was one thing that looks like Tracy asked, is this feed on Facebook? Yes, currently Mike Scaro is running it off his personal page until the Purple Punch production streams can go live and have commentating, etc. So if you're looking to get on Facebook and watch this, it's currently under Mike Scarborough personal account. And if you're on Facebook and you want to be on YouTube, you can go to Purple Punch Productions and search their YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, check out the channel and see, if we want to see more. This is the first big event that we're putting on here. Mike Scaro leading the way, putting in the format, gathering the players, getting the locations, getting the sponsors. Big shout out to all the locations, all the sponsors being a part of this. First one, purple, Tom Ryan's is the first location they're currently at in Mesa, Arizona. Great place to play, east side, as we like to say it in Arizona, and currently where the Elite Leagues are being held out on that side of town on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, that's correct. And also, Tracy, I just want to throw in there, I think she just added me as a friend on Facebook. I just shared the stream as well. So if you just click on my page, you'll see it as well. It's out there for everybody. So give us a like, give us a share, and keep them comments rolling in, man. We like the interaction. We like to chat and chop it up with you guys and some good quality dart talk.
Agreed. I'd like to say this is my first time commentating, but actually it's my second. So first time ever commentating sober, so it's definitely interesting, right?
Yeah. This is my second time commentating as well.
Well, you know what? I don't even think we've ever actually introduced ourselves. I'm Tim Goodwin, currently living in Arizona. I've been around the game, love the game, been around since 16 years old. Was probably my first steel tip event while my mother played. So 25 years. I've been around the game, a huge fan of the game, huge fan of the players. I've been playing in different states, different areas, know a lot of players, and I just love the game. I'm just such a huge fan. My co-host here, Mike Redmond, I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself, buddy.
Yeah, living out in Buckeye, Arizona, out in the middle of nowhere, out in the sticks. But just love the game, love to play it, play a lot on the Grand Board, to travel to some of these tournaments and see a lot of these great players, talk to a lot of these great players in person, and get my name out there and meet a bunch of new people. So
definitely. So we talked a bit about Chuck. Let's talk about JC. Before they get started here, we've got JC, who is also sponsored by, I believe, Super Darts. He's using his custom JC, his custom ferrules made by Super Darts. He's a local player, been around here a while, came up the Masters scene, through what Mike Bates' Masters season over there at Bull Shooters. He's going through some changes this last year or two, dealing with some eye issues and some eye surgeries and playing one-eyed focus. But it really, seeing him on stream and watching his matches, you can't tell. He puts so much practice in that you cannot tell that he's even fazed by it.
Yeah, I agree. And he did want me to point out when I spoke to him last night, he did want me to point out his sponsors, Flashpoint Designs, Super Darts, and Troy Leagues as well. So he wanted me to make sure I mentioned those guys and give them their credit for supporting
Definitely.
him and his dart ventures.
Yeah, and that's great to see, what these guys, these sponsors coming in and seeing these Arizona players. We've always had a few, and we see there's a lot more coming down the line, with Monster picking up a few players. We've got the Adam Savada getting picked up by one of the biggest names in the world, Red Dragon, and it's just so fun to see. Hey, what's up, John? Great to see you, buddy. Glad to see you on the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show.
All right, Tim. So I got to ask. Last time we did it, I'm gonna put you on the spot again. We're a little late to the party, but who's winning this, and what's your scoreline?
With this one, I think I'm gonna go with Chucky Pipes here. I'm gonna go Chucky Pipes, and I'm gonna say 9-6.
Okay. I like the other way in this one as well. I'm gonna go with JC. Roll JC. I'm going to say 9-8. I'm going to say we're going to get our first last leg decider on the stream today.
I'm going to go all the way down. Nice.
We're going to get a classic.
See. Chuck does get a good start here. He's leading the way. He's about one dart ahead and going first. So he's definitely got advantage in the 7-1 double in, double out. And if you haven't been here earlier, now that we know the format, I'll go over that real quick. Our format is a race to 9, a long format. Soft tip tournament here. Really is what it is. So we've got JC against Adam Savada, race to 9. It'll go 7-1, double in, double out, cricket, 7-1, double in, double out, 7-1, double in, double out, cricket, and so on.
And that, my man, is why you take the lead on this one, because I did not jot that stuff down, and I'm really glad you did.
Oh, that's all from memory.
Oh, that's good.
I can lie since I'm not on video, so it works. Of course, I wrote that down.
That's a big, that's a big 140 there for Chuck to leave 116 here.
Well, knowing
But
that
I
we're
really
limited,
like how.
go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say I really like watching the natural steel tippers and how they take their routes out. It'd be interesting to see if he goes 20 here or the 19 route.
Yeah, he goes trip 20, 16, double 20, takes a look, just misses. Right there, a lot of players move into that 19 option, right? So that they can sit there and go low and not block that double 20 when they get the look up there. But he chooses at that trip 20, most likely because he likes a double 18 out.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of people are starting to take a shine to that 36. A lot of people like that double 18. I'm a big fan of it as well. So.
Oh, me too. It's soft. It's a little over the right. You don't feel too much pressure. Sometimes it's a little higher to get for some people, and me being one of them under pressure, I definitely tend to drop. But let's see. Our Chuck gets the first leg of 01. Let's look at it. We'll go ahead and do a high-low. We only get a few cricket, a few 01. So I think what we do is any big 9 mark, big numbers being 17 or higher, triples in 01, and we do 9 marks in cricket. So let's do a total overall high-low, or over-under. I think we get 21 total 9 marks throughout the match at least.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good number. JC's obviously a big cricket guy, so I could see that number being.
Yeah, especially the way JC, he is a big cricket guy, big pointer, likes to make sure he gets comfortable before he moves on. If he's got that big number, he's going to sit there and take full advantage of it.
I think we're setting up here a little bit different than we did in the last match. The last match it kind of got away early, and now we're setting up for a 1-1 scoreline as it sits.
Yeah. I mean, I think these two have known each other. They played with each other. They played against each other. They know exactly what they're going to be walking into. So they're going to sit there and try and keep their throw. That's how big. There it is. Fireball. That's the first one. First 9 mark in cricket there. JC gets. That's right.
So unfazed, man.
Well, you got to think his name, right? La Máquina, the machine. He just walks up there looking exactly where he's at. And it does, when you're playing against him online, you'd think you'd be playing against the lion. The Ernie level 5, as you say. These just cheat darts at this level. Look at this, man. We're 5 rounds in with a 6.75 and a 6.25.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say we got 6 point. I mean, even after this big huge round by JC here, we got 6.4 playing 6.25. Super impressive stuff.
Definitely. Chuck just sitting there trying to bring some faith into this, get himself into the leg, hits the double bull, single bull, double bull, takes the point lead.
Yeah, great shot. I like JC to hit a big triple here and close this game out pretty quick.
Yeah, it's going to go right at the bull after hitting the first triple. Misses the second dart, does take the leg, gets the first leg. This is a 1-1 score line. Race to 9.
$6.17 there from JC. Chucky Pipes piling in a 6.0 and taking a loss there.
Definitely. Look, there we go. Fireball. Chucky Pipes throws in that 1080, 9 mark on the 20s to start. Doesn't get any bigger than that. JC walking in, hits a 5 mark to follow, getting some points on the board. So I want to thank everybody for watching via YouTube, Facebook. I know right now it's limited. It is our first go, our first try, our first attempt. And hope you guys are enjoying the show. I mean, these guys are fantastic to watch. You're just not going to get a bad run here.
Big 6 mark there from JC.
Does take the point lead
in a little bit.
Right back in that trip 20 first start. Misses a second. Hits the triple 19 for the shutdown. He's got 2 beds.
Close.
JC's got to go in and put a pile right into that 17.
Good shot. Big time 7 mark there from JC.
Oh, yeah. Needed every bit of it. Chuck going to go back at that 20, try and get the point lead captured before he looks down. Gets it. Stays. Nope. Opposite boost, another bed. Try and leave JC on a 17. I don't think that's the best move there, but, you know, maybe he felt confident that he was going to smash that open and be 3 numbers ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I'm not a huge fan of leaving really good players the triple for point lead, triple for close, and now
he does hit that 5 mark. Mm-hmm. Exactly, right? You know, you gave JC the opportunity to really push in and be aggressive, knowing that, you know, he likes to get that comfortability point lead. Chuck goes up, throws the triple 20s, gets point lead. JC is probably going to throw all at the 17 here again. Does put in another 5 mark, staying consistent. Trip 16, gets the point lead, tries to sit there and lock him in. Closes the 15, hits a triple, gets an extra point there. Again, he's locking JC in to 1 single number here. Trying to force JC to go, hey, let's see what you got here. Throw him at it. Under pressure, misses the first start. Not sure how he slid that second one in, but it did fall. Closes down the big 20. He needed to do that there, I feel, you know, just to be in reach.
Yeah, you got to get it back to 3 beds, right? I mean, 3 beds is at least close the board down. But Chucky here piling in a 7 mark, shutting the board down.
That's right. He just sits there and throws that 7 mark to lock it in, you know, and say, yep, here, do what you got. Let's see how many bulls you got. JC says 4. Puts himself within reach of the point lead, but, you know, Chuck going for shooting a 6.14, that is just tough. Tough darts, top tier. But he does miss his first 2 darts, hits a single bull, leaving JC the opportunity to take the point lead here. Not a chance to win yet.
As we seen from Adam in the leg earlier, I mean, it's very possible to just pile in a bunch of bullseyes and never know.
Agreed. Definitely. And you can see that JC is sitting there, you know, somewhat reserved that, hey, this leg, I just got to put him under pressure and hope he misses, you know. Fortunately for JC, he doesn't. Chuck putting in a 5.22 against JC's 5.38 and takes the third leg. Pulo up 2-1. Let's see, we're back to 7-1, double in, double out. First start, JC in with that double 16.
That's a nice in from JC. Get on the board.
Definitely, you know, getting through, hitting that first start double, man, it's got to be such a confidence booster in this kind of pressure, knowing, hey, I'm playing against one of the toughest players out here, and one of my great friends and teammates.
He's got a chance to run away with the, you know, we talked about the tar earlier. When he hit the tar, he got 3 in a row there from Chucky Pipes. So
and
got a chance to get way out ahead.
You're not going to see that very often from that guy, you know, and so you definitely got to take advantage. You know, he does take some advantage, but Chuck can get himself right back in this leg by putting in a solid ton in. Gets double 16 on the second leg, gets back in the game, you know, but here, JC can sit there and throw in a big 140 or higher and just be way ahead.
Chuck threw 4 darts at that 20, that double 20, and he was like, man, I'm done with that thing right now.
Yeah, he's probably tired of that sound. Bomb. One of the most disturbing sounds in darts. Chuck goes up, hits trip 5, just shy of that trip 20. Just low on the second dart, finds it, figures out where it is. Now he knows where that trip 20 is. Throws in a 95. Still 100 plus points behind. JC stays solid here with the trip 20 first dart, 20 on the second. Hits solid 5 mark. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of these right now of just consistent 5 marks on numbers from JC.
Yeah, it's just much of the same. I mean, he's got such a big lead out there. I mean, he's just one big triple a turn, followed by 2 solid darts, and he's going to put himself in a decent position.
Definitely. Great to see Jalen and this stream. The better half of Jamie, who will be on the stream, are playing here in our next match against Chris Watson. She asked what the scoreboard is. Currently, it is 2-1 Chuck Pulo over JC. I agree. We do need a scoreboard again. This is our first time running this, first time setting it up, and we really just put this together at the last minute last night. So to us, we're feeling good. We've got the commentary on point as far as syncing and being within close to the video. So we're very happy with where we're at right now, and looking forward to making some big improvements going forward. Wow, there it is. I think we put that one on the counter right there, right? You sit there and hit that 168.9 mark. I think that one counts.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What a shot from JC to leave 24.
What's the pressure on Chucky? He just goes, you know what? He's got 9 darts at this 24 now.
Yeah, back on 270, and JC should be able to wrap this up.
Oh, just inside on both darts, leaving himself under pressure. How are you going to sit there? You sit there and look at the 2. He just goes for a bust. No. Man, that was dirty. That was not the dart he was hoping for too, because that probably scared him leaving his hand being so close to that single 1.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have thrown the 20 there. The 11, 14, 8 probably would have been a safer option.
Pretty much anything besides a 1 or 3.
Yeah.
So, leaving himself there it is. Drills that double 12. Takes a second. Like, we are tied up 2-2, folks.
Cleans it up nicely.
Yes, Zach, you're right. When you got 6 on a third dart and your opponent's way up there, knowing at 270, you get rid of that. No reason to try and leave yourself a 3 and put yourself under any pressure. Bust it. We were commentating on the fact that he shot at the 20 to bust. And if he sat there, he was 1 hole away from the single 1, leaving himself a 5. And into this kind of pressure with that player behind you, you never know what's going to happen when you leave a 5. Struggles the first 2 darts, does get in with the double 20 on the third. Chucky Pipes leading the way, gets in with no struggles on the last round, shooting at 80 on. He is just wiring those first slicks, does get the third in there.
Been a good match.
Hey, Charles, how's it going, buddy? Definitely solid. This, if we look at it, looking at the average, this is been great to watch, right? We haven't had any of those slow strides. They've just been consistent 5s on the cricket scores. The 0-1s have just been solid. He's shooting around an average of 35 or so. This one's a little lower and usually is at the start of the leg. There's one of those fireballs. 180. Throw that on the list.
That's a big shot from Chuck. Big time for that. Turn back, JC. What a shot. What a shot, JC.
JC throws one in right after him. That's a fireball. Chuck trying to follow. Hits a 99. Still in the lead. He's sitting there and going to have JC's got to sit there and continue to keep the pressure on by hitting at least 100 or better. Gets the first to 80.
Ooh, big 140 there. That's good.
Wow, I didn't even see that dart hit, but it did smash that triple 20. Hits the 140. Puts pressure on Chuck to stay hot. Ooh, 1 up. 1 hole up with his darts. You got to think he's not going to like that, but does slide it into that trip 20 right between the high and low. Hitting at 100. Leaving himself the first shot at the opportunity at the out. JC hoping to leave himself 78. Hits the first triple and stays on that 5 mark. Hits 100, leaving himself 118. He's going to have a better chance, better look if Chucky Pipe doesn't hit it here. But I think he's going to go for it. I think he's got it.
20, trip 19.
Nails a 157 out. Boom. That's a shot right there. He says, you know what? Stay with me. I'll be the first one to look, and I'll be the first one to take it out. That puts Chuck Pulo up 3-2. Right now, if you notice, this is alternate starts, meaning that every match, the player who started the last leg does not start the next leg. This brings into play breaks. When you're sitting there taking breaks, what I mean is you're hoping to break somebody's throw. As in you go second, you beat them, and you break their throw. You're going to start the next leg. It's a huge advantage. And so when we're looking at this right now, nobody's broken. We have gone with throw every leg. And Chucky Pipes going second there, hits a 5 mark. JC only closing, going to start loading up some points.
At cricket, JC's a cricket specialist, man. I've seen some really good stuff out of him, and you see it there with the nice fireball 9 mark.
Just missed. I was sitting there daydreaming, thinking he would hit it, and I didn't even see it. Does hit the fireball. Chuck puts in a trip 18 after missing the first one just shy. Keeping within range of this leg. I think, JC is going to go right back to that points, get some comfortability. Doesn't hit that 9 mark, but does put a crusher 7 mark in, with that big 20. Now, you think Chuck's got to be down at the 17 all day.
Yeah. Oh, he goes up and steals.
Gets rid of the big number. I like that move. I really like that move. Because when you're sitting there shooting at the 17th and you're thinking that JC, the way he's going to play, his first dart's going to go trip 20, 9 out of 10 times, whether he's 100 points or 200 points up or anything. JC puts in a good 6 mark. But that's the most common number that you're going to hit, especially in cricket, if you've got that open. So I love it when people take that look, shut it down before it gets way too out of hand. Although this one, it did look like it got far out of reach, being 100 points almost down. Chuck puts in that 6 mark on the 15th and tries to shut down the 16.
We got a good one here, buddy. 6.25 playing 6.0 here. And
these guys are moving fast. They're hitting great darts. Lakina puts in a 7 mark there. Huge round. Putting Chuck on the bulls, he's going to have to sit there and put a lot of bulls in and hope that JC is just not there. But the way JC is firing with the 6.2 going first, I don't see him missing. Hits the first bull. Smashes the game with ease. Beautiful 6.0 for JC Martinez against Chuck. It's 5.20. Heck of stats right there. Great numbers. Let's look at where we are. We're now tied 3-3, staying on throw.
Everything's chalk so far. Kind of playing out how I was thinking it was going to play out. We'll see if it continues that way.
Right. Chuck goes up, starts it off solid. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Definitely seeing some great darts here. This is stuff, we in Arizona, we get to see these guys on our bigger events, our leagues that they get to play every once in a while, our AZ Open, the steel tip matches that we get to play against these guys and some of the best events that we get. But to see these guys go head to head in this type of long format is something we've really been wanting to see out in Arizona, because this is where the true blood comes out. This is where you get to see how much grit they have on playing against that top level talent, how long they can sustain their throw, their reach, and what it takes to be up there. And we're not being cheated at all here. We're getting some fantastic darts on stream with JC throwing in the 3 marks, still shooting a 5-0 going second, with Chucky Pipe shooting a 7-0.
Yeah, there's not many people are going to be able to overtake. Are going to be able to overtake going second when the guy in front of you shooting a 7.0.
Oh man, you're not wrong, because Chuck there throws in another 7 mark, not even taking a look at the 19, trying to lock JC on that single number and see what he does. JC does put in a 4 mark on the 19, takes an attempt at the 20s, only hits a single there. Yeah, Charles, definitely. It was great to be on the mic and share the mic with you in Idaho. Me and Scaro definitely had a great time, really enjoyed the event. Thank you for the opportunity there. That was my first time. As I mentioned, this is only my second time commentating on stream. and really enjoying it. So thank you and appreciate your help there, bud.
I think JC here is just kind of, I mean, he's going to fight and he's going to throw his 19s, but I think he's kind of, the writing's on the wall here. It's, get through this one and,
he's putting the points up and just going to hope that he gets an opportunity, but Chuck is not going to give it to him. He's shooting a 6.75, shoots the Pull to bring him down to a 6.4 in round. Game 7. Not sure the round yet. Yeah, here he goes. Going to continue piling on the 19. Closes a number. Tries to throw another. Gets a single 19. He's just trying to push it up. Do a little bit of work. Yeah. He's you're right. I think it's somewhat conceited, but he ain't going to give up.
He's sticking around. There's a big trip 19 that I was figuring was going to come.
There it is.
Big 9.
Fireball to finish off the leg at a 6.83 going first against JC's 5.6. Wow. That's definitely top tier, best of the U.S. numbers there.
That's impressive stuff from Chucky Pipes there.
Mm-hmm. Puts him up 4-3 in this match. Race to 9. Next leg of double in, double out, 701. Starting JC goes up, puts in a powerhouse start. Double 16, trip 20, trip 21, 52. He wouldn't ask for better there.
What a shot from JC. Coming off Chucky having a really impressive cricket leg, and you kind of just got wrapped into one number, and then you come out with a 152 in. That's some good stuff.
And you got Chuck following. He gets the tar first, gets into the second. You got to be that's a confidence builder. Gets single 20. He's in the leg. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate that. It's great to hear. We're it was something we talked about. We kind of just flung it together. We're really excited to be a part of this and get to commentate. Whether I'd be talking here on the mic or just sitting here watching, I'd still be talking without the mic watching this. I love the game. I love these players. This event is something that we've really been wanting. So it's fantastic to be a part of it. And thanks for the great comments. Appreciate it, guys. And thanks, Charles. Without your help, I probably wouldn't be killing anything. That's for sure.
It's pretty cool. Like, it almost doesn't even feel like we're really commentating. We're kind of just sitting around talking about darts, right?
Like, this is something we always do, right? Whether, most of the time we hope to be playing, but a lot of the times when we're playing these bigger events, watching these events or waiting on matches, this is something we're doing because of the love that we have for the game, right? We'll sit there, and if we were at this bar right now, me and you would be cheersing each other going, man, I can't wait to watch this match.
Exactly.
Yeah, JC leading cool, with a 47.44, not down to 42.27. Not sure what happened there.
A couple
Something
100 point lead
right.
on Chucky Pipes here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Chuck is, he's one of those players that you're not going to see it. He's resilient. You're not going to see any pressure. You're not going to see any misfocus. He's just going to go up, do his thing. Doesn't really, it doesn't bother him what the other player's doing. He knows exactly what he wants to do when he walks to that board, and he looks at it, takes a look, and just walks it. This game, when you're playing a one, it's not a part of, strategy. It's about being the quickest to zero.
Let's see what JC does with this. JC does with this 138 here. Be awkward on a double and a split bowl.
Yeah, first start, he's got to go 18, right, to try and leave him them 20s. Hits a fat triple 20. Nice dead center, single 20 after hitting that triple high. Leaves himself 40. That's always a tough dart when you smash that one so well into that 20, triple 20. You're so used to throwing that triple 20, and he didn't even phase him. Just easily throws that big fat 20 up there.
Yeah, it's a good layup to leave 40 here. Probably clean this up pretty quick. Yeah.
And he does so first start. 38.94 against Chuck's 26. I know he won't be too excited about that, but when JC was running down that board, that is tough to keep up with that type of average. So that puts them still on pace, 4-4 right now. Great match we have here. Fantastic darts being displayed. Yeah, I mean, I think we continue to see this, as we talked about, these there's no breaks yet. It's just going on through. Your prediction so far is right on point.
Yeah, we're still chalk, buddy. We're still we're right here at 4-4 after 8 legs. I was anticipating a very close, hard-fought match. I wasn't anticipating this being one-sided one way or the other. I don't know that any of these matches at all they're going to be one-sided one way or the other. I think.
I agree.
Think we anticipated. I think we anticipated seeing some great darts out of everybody pretty much all day. So.
Yeah, it looks like they were going to take a quick break there. I'm going to actually take a quick step away, and I will be right back. I think they need to add credits to the board, and Chuck will be starting the next leg.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll take over and hold tight. Looks like we got a little double in, double out coming in here. Chucky Pipes getting us started here with a little 701 double in, double out. Looks like the guys are talking there, having a little sharing a moment. Getting in with that second dart there. Nice little 60 in. Guys, give us a like, give us a share. Check us out on YouTube, Purple Punch Productions. As always, want to give a big shout out to Mikey Scarborough for putting all this together, giving us the platform and the opportunity to kind of share darts in Arizona, man. We got some heavy hitters here today. This is our second match of the day. First match, Adam Savada was able to beat Mike Scarborough. I believe that scoreline was 9-3. So this is match 2. We are knotted up at 4. With Chucky starting off on the 701.
Yeah, it looks like Chuck's running down the lane here with the 501. JC throwing in the 80 or 95 to barely take the point lead. Chuck's still got the advantage here. Hey, Brian, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. Played a couple matches against him last night on Grand Board. That was very entertaining. Put a whipping on him. I got the prototype monster barrels, and I can't wait to test those out. And started playing around with them yesterday, and they feel fantastic. Can't wait till they get released, and hopefully some other people like put their hands on them too.
Yeah, absolutely. JC, so we got a big one for you there.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, thanks to everybody watching the stream. We've got we do want to shout out those. Thanks for the sponsors of the stream. Again, the location is in Mesa, Arizona at Tom Ryan's. There's going to be events at different locations for this. This is not a one-day league. It is a one-day tournament for the league, and we will have multiple days for this event, and looking forward to it, right? I mean, we've got two of our top tier Arizona players playing right now, tied up 4-4. Chucky Pipes leading this. Oh, no, he's just behind, giving JC Martinez the advantage here. JC putting in a long mark. So tied 4-4. This is a race to 9. It is alternate start. There are games of 7-1, double in, double out, and cricket.
Yeah, JC stole the darts here. He's going to get the first look at it out, albeit 133 isn't exactly a piece of cake by any stretch of the imagination, but he's going to get the first look. So,
yeah, and Chuck doesn't even leave himself too handy. It is definitely a good one for him. He likes that switch, trip 20, trip 20, double 18. So if he gets a look, he's going to be dangerous, especially after that last shot he took of that 157 out. JC does give him the opportunity. It's trips 20, leaving himself 68. That's a 68 is a tough number. That's Adam Savada. So leaving himself 48. Chuck coming up with that 156 first start, just high. Gonna try and set himself up. Hi, Clayton Funkhauser. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. Thanks. Hope you're enjoying the show. Coming in from Colorado. Yeah, mention where you're from, what you like. Glad to see you guys be a part of the stream.
Yeah, let us know who you guys think, who you guys got winning. Let's take a look at the bracket. That's right. Like I said earlier, we have JC stealing this leg here. That's
that's our
break
first
throw
break.
we have.
First break of throw. That puts JC in the lead 5-4. And as we talked about breaks and starts, JC gets to walk right up and start this leg after doing a break. So that's a huge move at this level of the game, being 5-4, race to 9.
See, getting us all started off here with a big pile of 20s there, putting 60 points on the board.
Yeah, you got to think it's a nice breather. As much as you want a 9 mark, a 6 is a solid start there. Chucky putting in the 5 mark. JC with the lead. He's going to sit there, go up, push that 20, being that big number, using it. He's going to sit there and stay there. Oh, closes the 19. Then goes back for the trip 20. Punishes it. Great job.
Yeah, he's a cricket player, man. This is right in his wheelhouse.
Well, let's think about this, right? You got JC, who just got off another surgery, still dealing with eye issues, and he's up here, toe to toe, winning, even making the break against Chucky Pipes, and playing at this level of darts. Insane. Hey, Lissandro, how's it going? I see your prediction 9-8 to JC. That's the same prediction that Mike Redmond here. And if you don't know who we are, I'm Tim Goodwin. Here just thrown together last night trying to make this work, and hope you guys are enjoying it. And I'm followed by co-host Mike Redmond today.
There's a fireball.
Chuck Pulo. I don't think he was too excited about losing that last leg. He's going to sit there and bring in the fire this round.
Love it. He did it down in points too, and now he's going to get a chance to hit 7 and be in the lead. I guess.
Only gets 3 singles. It looked like he was quite excited, and just pushed those a little short of that 17. JC opting to do the move that Chuck did to him earlier. Let's move around a little bit, get another number, make sure he has something to point on, and shuts down the 17.
Yeah, now you leave Chucky a trip 15, trip 16 to hucklebuck the leg, but
that's right. I always love that term by Gordon Dixon and DJ Sear, the hucklebuck. Yeah. Fantastic. 2 great guys. Love them. JC Absolutely. Putting in that trip 16. Goes for the close, misses, opts to go back at the point and hits the single. Now, this is what Chuck was really hoping for. He's got a great look at taking advantage of this leg. Nicholas Hahn says, I live far. Well, I think I know how far that is. I drove it pretty close, or at least somewhat. Quite a ways. Trip 16, get the point lead. Closes the 15-second dart. Puts in that fireball. Hits that 9 mark.
I see Miss Heather what Fuller back there with her sign she's holding up. I'm assuming that sign says fireball, I would guess.
Most likely, right? All right, there Chuck goes in, does some work, hits the bulls close, hits the trip 16. No more points for LeMcKenna. The pressure is on. It is now 3-3. Oh, pressure's on. JC missed first start, smash the double pull, finishes it off, puts him one more leg higher, going first, 4.88 against Chuck's 5.14. Now up 6-4. JC Martinez against Chucky Pipes Pulo.
What a shot from JC there. What an adjustment after dart 1. Dart 1 goes awry on him, and he comes back stuffed double ball. What a great shot.
Definitely. I mean, you can't imagine that. Got to be pressure. You go, I have to hit 3. Oh. He's got 3 coming behind me. Doesn't count. Does not score.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
Hey, and this big opportunity for JC.
Yeah, this could turn this whole match around. This whole match could go upside down right now.
And he just sat there and put that punishment, made it hurt, hits a 7 mark on the 20s. Chucky goes up, misses the triple 19, closes the 20. Does get the triple, so he does have some leg to stand on. But, and JC, probably going to go with that trip 18, trip 19. Takes a look at the trip 18, misses. Stays there, hits the trip 4 again. Does close the 18. Here you go, Chucky Pipes. This is the opportunity he was hoping for, right? Got the big number.
Especially after getting an unlucky bounce on Dart 3 in round 1 there. To be able to be in the position that he's in right now is pretty crazy to me.
Agreed. Hit the 5 mark. Getting just a 2-dart lead there. JC smashes that with 2 triple 18s. Takes a look at the 19. Gets a single. He's not too upset about that. He was hoping for more, but definitely great shot he stuck in there.
Harry B, what's up? Harry B, thanks for joining us. Thanks for chiming in.
Sean, I would butcher your last name, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Sean C, these guys are just throwing haymakers at each other. Yes, they are. These guys are, they know each other very well. They've been partners for years. They played against each other for years. They know each other's styles, their formats, their games, what they like, what they're under pressure on, how they play with these, and this is getting shown all over this match. It's fantastic to watch. This is great stuff here. Let us know if you're enjoying it. Like the stream, share it. Tell your friends, and hopefully we can keep bringing matches like this to you.
Ricky Pipes delivering a big 7 mark there. That's a big time for that shot.
Puts JC under pressure. He tries to stick with that big number. Does slide the last one into a 4, so he's not too far in the lead here. Chuck's got an advantage to hit trip 17 with 1 dart, take the point advantage, and then shut down the 18. Opts to stay down. He was trying to hit that 15, it looks like, and get a separate number. Ends up moving back and hits the trip 17 for more points.
Christian, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us.
Well, JC struggling on that. Yeah, and it's hard to say he's struggling on it. He's missing by 1 hole on the 4, hits the triple 18, 1 holds it in the trip 1. That's not a struggle there. It's just, looking at these guys and their normal level of play, we say struggle because they're expecting more. They're expecting it.
Pipes snagging the corners there.
As well as the point lead puts more pressure on JC, who does get the point lead back on the 18s.
Interesting to see if Chuck utilizes the bull before he goes at the 18. I was kind of thinking he would.
Yeah, he's going to keep putting that pressure on, keep leaving JC on an 18 because he sees that JC's not piling him in there. And so I think that's the reason there. Now he knows that JC is going to do some work. I think he goes up, hits 4 18s, and then takes a look at a shutdown. Oh. He does shut down the 17s. I don't think he got as much 18s as he would hope for. Thanks, Harry B. Appreciate that comment saying we sound great. Love it. We definitely love all the confidence boosters and help we can get. As we said, this is our first time together on stream, but like Redmond said earlier, this is just 2 guys who love the game, commentating on some fantastic darts. These guys are doing it all for us and making it easy.
You see, you got a chance to put some pressure on here. Only able to come away with 5 there. I think he was kind of hoping for 7.
You got to think, he's really unhappy with that 18 right now. You know that, and so I'm surprised that Chuck goes for the close. He does hit the Mike Maloney double on the 3rd dart after missing the 2nd dart at it. So, 1 for 1 there.
Yeah, he's going to get game shot no matter what. So, I mean, obviously JC can't win the game with what he's got going on, but...
yeah, but he could have put a lot of pressure if he didn't rush that one. Wow, if he could have shut that, he went for the Maloney double and got that unfortunate... Chucky Pipes going up hitting a 15. He does not get there. You got to think now, JC's got game shot here.
Now JC can win the game.
This seems like a slack game with their 46.459. It is not slack by any means, but by the standard that these two have put together this entire match so far, it is slow. It feels like it's just not enough. It's not up there, but man, it's such fantastic darts and at a fantastic level. Chuck missed in the first dart. Double bull, big dart. Wow, look at that flight miss. He's not liking that. He did not like that. Went right at it, just flights out. JC sits there and punishes. Man, that game is a heartbreaker for Chuck Pulo. First round walks up and gets robbed. Their last round goes up and gets robbed. Oh, that's tough. Yes, but congratulations to JC. puts it up 7-4. Race to 9 here, guys. LaMarquina gets 2 breaks. Man, that is huge. So let's see how JC's. I think he's going to sit there and keep that pressure on. We need, I'm hoping Chucky can sit there. He can sit there, take a breath, figure out where he's at. Being the professional he is, I don't think he's going to have any issues at all. He's going to sit there, take a break, breathe, come back, and fire right at that board. You're right, Charles. JC did steal that one, but that's the way darts go. You can't ever know, if he's going to hit it. You never give it away.
Chucky getting in on that double 20 this time. He had 4 in the tar on the last look, so good to see
right,
him.
It looks
good to see him.
Looks like he took the breath he needed there. Let's see. JC piling in the pressure, hits that fireball. 180.
Fireball. I wonder if every time they throw a fireball, if Kelly has to go to the bar and drink Fireball.
Yeah, that would be one to see. I wonder how long she would last. To be honest, this is quite a bit of shots if that would have happened. That's for sure. I'm guessing somebody at the bar is probably doing it. 7 pile of 7. He's got another 140. He's just running away with this, but Chuck is not far behind. He's sticking right with them, hoping he gets the opportunity. Dart slips there. Gonna try and fire it in there between those two. I think a 19 is a better shot. Yep, great cover shot. Looking in the background, you got Mike Scaro, who put this thing on together. Unfortunate first match results for him, losing to Adam Savada 9-3. So Adam will be moving on to the next round. Right next to him, you got Mike Carter, who will be coming up in the next match. Actually, not the next match. I'm sorry. He will be the match after the next one, playing against Andrew Trainer. That's going to be a good one. Looking forward to it. Yeah, those two definitely go. They've been playing back and forth on a few different bring your owns and things like that over there at Tom Ryan's. So it's going to be exciting to see how they sit there and put it to each other on the singles match.
Big 177. Big 177 for JC.
Fireball.
Yeah, that's a big shot for JC to leave 32.
Chuck keep himself within reach. If JC unfortunately goes, at least he's going to have a look. But JC is going to walk up. Ooh, hits the tar. Then piles it, pushes it right into the double 16, taking a formal lead now. This is something we didn't see after the first 8 legs being tied 4-4. JC has taken the last 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's 4 on the spin here. It's a little weird to see because we were chalked through the first 8.
They were so tight. It's 8-4. We've seen some bigger comebacks in different events and divisions and things like that before. But man, the way JC's shooting, I don't see him pulling a run. But I'd love to see Chuck Pulo put in a show here and say, hey, you know what? I'm not done yet. Let's see what we got. Charles asks, is this a one-day tournament only? Yes and no. So this event is a tournament, but it's a part of a league. This is going to be the Premier League of Arizona that's in soft tip. We're doing a top 8 players. It's a one-day tournament event, race to 9. This will happen in multiple days, so we're not quite sure, as commentators, how many days they're going to go, but I know of at least 4 or 5 more tournament days like this that we will be hosting in different locations, since we've been lucky enough to get sponsored locations for different areas of the city. JC throwing in a 72 on.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed what Mike Scarborough was able to put together. What he's been able to accomplish over the last handful of weeks, bringing some different bars into the equation. Putting Purple Punch Productions together, and it's been really good. It's been phenomenal to see, and it's great to bring these heavy hitters from Arizona to the country, so you can
exactly
see exactly what we do.
Agreed. As Chuck Pulo throws in a 125, they're staying in the lead. Yeah, and this is something that, again, players want to see. It just takes somebody to do the legwork. So we got to thank Mike Scaro for doing that. We've got Time Ryans in this event. I know we're going to be hosting it at Tosto's and Lucy's Stage and Stand. So this is all over the city. Being Arizona and Phoenix, we've got a large area. So it's tough to sit there and travel, just your local event because, for instance, this location they're at is an hour and 15-minute drive for me, and I'm in the city. Correct. Always love the more darts, Charles. I agree. Sweet more darts for me to watch. Hey, Josh, how's it going from the Lost Boys? Good to see you in the stream. Brian Dunnigan. The machine is bending the pipes. Some great darts. I tell you what, I don't think it's over with, though. Chuck is going to continue to fight here, and is he going to put it? Throws in that fireball.
Fireball.
Lost Boy darts in the house. Hey, those two are great. I know there's more than just two. Josh and Jacob, they do a stream on Grandboard. Love to see you guys here. Always enjoy stopping in and saying hi, at least if I don't get to watch or anything. But great to see you guys in person last month up in Idaho. Chuck misses the first dart into a 111, hits a 19. He lives 14 to try and leave 42. It ends up hitting a single, leaving himself 60. He's going to have 3 darts, guarantee himself a look at the out. JC trying to put some pressure on him. Does a little bit, but not enough here.
That's a good lead for JC though, hitting that 92, hitting the 72 before going at the 60 to leave the one where he gives him a shot at the bull if need be.
Mm-hmm. Chuck puts in that first single, smacks that second dart into the double, winning that leg, putting them at 5. That was clinical by Chuck Pulo there. Currently, anybody ask on the format, our format is race to 9. It's going to be on and off, 7-1, double in, double out, cricket, 7-1, double in, double out. And so we'll be going back and forth between a couple legs each. This is alternate start. So if you've started last leg, you're not going to start the next leg, bringing in breaks into the game. Currently, the score is 8-5 in JC's favor over Chuck Pulo. Let's see. We already had one match go through the day where the person who put it together, Mike Scaro, ended up losing, unfortunately, to Adam Savada 9-3. Unfortunately, in Mike Scaro's favor, but very fortunate in Adam Savada's. We've got 2 more matches coming up for round 1. Then we'll have the winners from round 1 fight in round 2, and then we'll have our finals all happening today. All right, JC coming up, starting the leg off, playing a game of cricket. He's up 8-4. This could be the finisher. I hope, Chuck gets in there, puts it in there. Thanks, Tracy. Appreciate the comment. Definitely. It was nice to meet you too, Josh. Looking forward to the next time we get to hang out. I know you got the opportunity to play with my brother, bring him in, and he really enjoyed his time playing with you and I believe Hunter. And so, Chuck sitting there taking advantage of JC's miss on the 20s, only hitting 2. Chuck gets a 6 mark, taking the point lead. JC gonna look at the 19s, close with the 22nd dart. Smart puts in another trip 19, still behind in points, but a fantastic shot in that position, guaranteeing himself the big number on the next one. Chuck first star smash trip 18, hits the single 18, takes point lead, looks at the 17, leaving JC the big number here. Not quite the strategy, but these guys do know each other very well. They've played against each other plenty of times, with each other plenty of times, so they do know their strengths and weaknesses. So some of the choices may be different than if you don't know the opponent. As you can see there, the last stroke did work, put JC under pressure. He did not get point lead. Chuck throws the 19, closes it down, hits the trip 17, and fireball hits the trip 15. White horse shot, great darts. Throw that on there. JC got a lot of work to do on the 16s. His first single. Triple on the second dart. 5 marked 16s. Gets the point lead by just a hair. Wonder if Chuck's going to go up and shoot the bull. Shooting a 6.67 going second. Taking the lead of this leg. Shoots a trip 16, shuts it down. Goes straight at the bullseye, knowing that he's going to get another shot. hits a miss into the 19, doesn't score. He's down in the point lead. This is a great move. So JC has the opportunity to take a look at close. He opts for the bull here, being up 8-4. I'm not sure, he's going to sit there and leave Chuck 3 bulls, only hitting 2 singles. First start, Chuck just misses outside. Hits a single bull, goes straight back at the bull, hits a single bull, closes all the numbers out. JC does not have enough darts to take this out. So he's going to be looking at trying to get the close as best he can. Closes the bull first, looking down at the 17. He realizes that he did not have an opportunity to win this game. Unfortunate for him, but he can sit there and try and do the best he can. Stays in the bull. Not sure what's happening here. It's got a little flustered. Does hit the single 18. Chucky Pipes coming out. Take this. This will be the first break that Chuck has. If he goes in and puts that 18 or 17, trip 17, wins with a 5.44. JC's got a 3.33 there. That is not what's been happening for the norm there. So a little out of sorts for JC, but I'm sure he'll be able to bring that stat back up. Chuck is now 5 games to JC's 8. JC is on the bubble here to win.
All right, so we're back to we got 8-5 here. Is that what I'm?
That's right. 8-5, or no, 8-6. I'm sorry, 8-6.
Okay, and
so we got 8-6. Chuck got back in. He got the break against JC while you were on break. He got the break, put the pressure on JC, and ended up pulling it out. So now it's 8-6. We are back in a match here. I mean, being down 8-4, Chuck not getting a break yet. That's great to see the fight. JC, you can see he's physically altered there. Hopefully he can shake that off and get himself mentally back into this game. Chuck with a good start, hitting that 7 mark on the 20s. Going to keep that pressure on and try and take advantage of this little swing. JC following him with the 7. Definitely. Yep. Great answer.
Stay on track there. And
trying to stay secure on the point lead. Ends up closing the 18. Going to lock JC into the 19 again. Let's see how this works, because the last round, JC faltered on it, and Chuck was able to take advantage.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I don't think I've ever seen Chuck move around the board this much, but I guess I probably haven't seen enough of him on the soft tip board to watch that, but I'm sure he probably does it all the time. But
I'm sure he does. I think, again, this is what I mentioned earlier. It's really because they know each other. I think it's because they're teammates and they played against each other over the years. And I think they know each other so well that they're trying to play different strategies to throw each other off. And for the last leg and this leg, it looks like it's working. JC is just not in that 19 as much as he'd like to be that round.
Chuck picking up a big 51 on the first start there.
Stays there to get more points, putting up 242 against JC's 171 in a point. JC, not far behind an average of 5.5 of Chucky Pipes against that. Now tied at 5.5, throwing in that 7 mark on 19s and taking a big point lead. Chuck, not sure what he's going to do here. 17.
19.
Yeah. Takes a look at the close, just gets a single, throws in a 7 mark, pushes his average up to a 5.8.
Well, having 2 beds open, I don't mind that shot.
Not at all. I think he does take that look, get rid of that bigger number. You have it and not allow JC to get a 9 mark on him, right? Chuck opts to sit there and shut down the 19s. Closes them, goes back a point, hits the single 17. So he's not too far in the lead here. JC's got an opportunity to pile in a 9 mark on 16s or 15s, or heck, shoot at them both.
And only down 19 points here. Triple give him the point lead, so.
Yeah, hits a 5 mark on 16. Does get the point lead. I think Chuck goes 15 here the way he's throwing.
Yeah, I agree.
17.
See that, yeah.
then goes right at the 15. Hits another 17. Does get a big point lead. Not as much as he'd like to have, but enough to sit there and force JC to hit at least 2 triples to look at getting up.
And we see Chuck's strategy kind of wavering a little bit. He's going to a little bit more point centric strategy, with JC being on the cusp here of winning the match.
Agreed. And I think there's definitely been a shift in momentum here, right? Especially after the last 2 legs. You can see that JC is shooting a lot faster right now than he was his first 8 legs, first 10 legs. He's sitting there just missing, and then he's pushing his other darts. He's looking at Bull 18 here. He's behind in points. Chuck's got a free look at game. 3 bulls to win. Puts himself into a 8-7 and brings this game right close. Double bull first start. Misses. Does collect on the last one, shooting a 5.33 against 4.5. That brings us right into where we thought this was going to be. It's pretty close. It's now 8-7. JC over Chuck Pulo. Race to 9.
Yeah, we had the first 8 legs. We didn't have a break a throw, and in the last 7 legs, it's been 6 breaks a throw, right?
Yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah, crazy, right? We talked about thinking that this match would sit there and go ahead and continue to be on throw the entire time. As soon as a break happens, they just sit there and said, nope, you guys are completely wrong. We're going to sit there and have some fun. So this kind of pressure, though, you got to think, man, these guys are fighting. They're throwing up some big numbers, a couple stressful moments, a couple easy moments there. You can see a lot of clinical shots. And now that Chuck just threw in that big break, he's going up to shoot. This doesn't look right.
Yeah, I think JC's supposed to start this leg.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys are backwards here. It looks like they're going to run with it. There's not much we can do from this side here to fix it, but I believe JC is supposed to be starting this leg.
Yeah, because he went second last leg, so yeah, I mean, it should definitely be an alternate start setting. This definitely should be JC going first, but nonetheless, here we are.
Yeah,
and, JC with started 12 in.
Yeah, I mean that's a great follow after Chuck getting in with an 80, and then it puts in a big 121 to maintain lead. JC's not far behind after that big on.
Big triples here, and
you guys feel free to comment. Let us know how things are going, where you're from. What do you think about this match? What do you think about how these guys are playing? If you have any thoughts, comments on the players, or commentary, please feel free to comment, share the stream, let us know how we're doing. It's great. We love to interact, and we've got such a fantastic day of darts here, and this is definitely not letting us down at all. I agree, Lisandro. We definitely like last leg deciders.
I was just getting ready to say that. My man Lisandro, we like last leg deciders. We love last leg deciders.
JC is going to try and sit there and make that not happen by hitting a 140 to get close to Chucky Pie's 361.
There's a fireball.
You said it. Chuck's running away with this one after that. JC's got to hit a 180 just to sit there and get within reach.
Yeah,
it's a 5 mark. He's still, he's a little out of reach, but 6 big darts can take a 268 outs, and he's going to get at least 3 of those. Hey, Justin, thanks for watching from Idaho.
124 is no gimme, so if JC can put a big shot in here, anything's possible.
Agreed. This is what I talked about. He was going to get 3, but he can take it. There it is. Fireball. Now that's going to put a lot of pressure on Chuck here. He's going to have a look. He's going to look at the bull, most likely go 14 to leave the bull. Oh, that's a tough dart. Man, that pressure, that 180 that JC just pushed in,
I think that's the second or third person we've seen miss the big 14 to shoot the bull.
Yeah, it's like they're scared to look at the double bull. And, you've got to hit that big fat number to leave yourself that hard dart. JC hitting that trip 20. Finish this match with a double 14-28, shooting a 41.24 against Chuck's 38.17. There we have it. The second match of the day, JC wins 9-7 against Chucky Pipes Pulo. That did not disappoint. I tell you what, we're watching some great stuff here. We've got another match coming up. We've got a few more matches. The next one, we're going to have the bar darter Chris Watson versus Jamie Hayman, another name from the east side of Arizona, where he likes to play, or at least that's where he lives. Not sure if he likes to play there.
Yeah, and I mean, kudos to JC. Gets a great win. He moves on to face Adam Savada in the next round. Commiserations to Chucky Pipes there. He put on a great performance, great show.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, this is the first day of this league. It's a tournament today. It's a tournament. Each league day will be a full run tournament, such as the PDC Premier League runs. So we're gonna get a lot of darts, a lot of games, and then we get to see this again. I'm so excited. Now, I'm not sure.
Absolutely.
Did you see the bracket? You mentioned that Savada will be playing JC next match. Is that true?
Yeah. Yep. So JC will play Adam Savada in the top half of that bracket, and then the bottom half of the bracket will be the winner of this match, the winner of Jamie Hayman and Chris Watson, will play the winner of Mike Carter and Andrew Trainer.
Mike Carter. There's a name right there. I tell you, he's been all around lately. You know, he's been playing at PBD. He was in the big events like Booyah Cup. And it's great to see these names that are traveling, that are playing, that I'm so happy that we get to see them locally on stream competing. And then we have the great Kelly Wise, another sponsored player by Monsta, part of the Monsta squad, along with myself and Mike Scaro.
Looks like we got a little group photo here.
Very nice, very nice. You know what I'm happy about is Scaro does have a shirt on. So, unfortunate for everyone else, fortunate for my eyes.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy he's got a shirt on today. That's always good.
Right, Chai. That was definitely a great match. Fantastic to watch. Can't wait to see some of these stats come out of these things. I'm not sure if we're tracking them, but we should be.
It's Alyssa Evans stepping
there
up
it
to
is.
snap a picture.
So Alyssa Evans, I can hear her and Travis Wells. Like I said, I live an hour and 15 minutes away, and I can hear those two from here.
Yeah, when you see Michael Carter take the line, you'll hear, "Come on, Michael Anthony!" You'll be able to hear it all the way.
No one better.
No one better. Nobody better.
Yeah, I don't think there's a better cheerleader. That's for sure. You know, others that are going against whoever she's cheering for may not see it that way, but you know, those that she's cheering for love it. It's fantastic. It's great to have that kind of momentum behind you.
I'm sure Michael Say just said it in the chat. There's the loudest cheerleader ever. Absolutely.
yeah. There's no denying that. That's for sure. Here we go. If you haven't seen this person practicing right there, that's Jamie Hayman. Now we've got Chris Watson coming up to the line. So this is going to be another barn burner. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. Chris has been shooting pretty well lately. He's definitely spent some time in the CSC Challenger Series and shown what he can do there. You know, he's put on some shows, that's for sure. For instance, one of them, he lost first match in a double elimination format, fought his way all the way back to win that Division II title.
Yeah. When I got a chance to talk to Chris Watson this morning, he wanted me to mention a couple things. The CSC win was definitely one of them. He wanted to, give a big time shout out to Mike Scarborough for all the work that he's put in, to get this created and get this up and running. He did want to make mention that he plays with the 18 gram target Carreras. So that's a cool barrel. It's a different barrel. It's different than any of our other players are rolling with. And
yeah, it's one of them pixel grip type barrels, right? Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Then we've got. Oh, go for it.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if he's got any, if he mentioned his sponsors this morning or anything. Who wants to give a shout out to?
For Watson.
Yes.
Yeah, he said no sponsorships to speak of right now. He's just the bar darter and
enjoying the game. Yeah, I get to play a league match. I subbed in on a PPD league last week with Alyssa Evans, as we mentioned her name, against Chris Watson and Christina. I could tell that they've been playing quite a bit, and she is getting on a competitive level with them, as she put in more hat tricks than I did. It was fantastic to play against, even though they put a showing against us. It was still a lot of fun to play against them. Let's move on to Jamie. Jamie has been playing the game for 7 years, he says, and he's on this level. So that's good to see. I know the East Siders know him very well. He's definitely been one of the top players over there. He's been competing in the, he's been competing in the elite leagues as the captains over there. I've gone to a couple of events with them. The guy is great to be around. Fantastic person. Let's see. We did ask him what his favorite win was. He says he's not sure that he has one, but competing in the top level Arizona Open is always a great feeling, always great competition. Well, he may not have one yet, but this guy competes. He's up there firing the barrels and shooting against the best competition and give him a run. Whether he wins or loses, he's definitely on their toes to take it out.
Yeah, I've personally played with Jamie a lot. We played some All Star triples the last couple months for PPD. Played in a couple of blind draws against him, and just warming up. And man, I've watched him deliver 6.0 after 6.0 after 6.0 after 6.0. I mean, it's pretty wild to see sometimes. So it should be a good match. I'm pretty excited for this match.
Definitely looking forward to it. Jamie also wanted to sit there and make sure that he wanted to let the support that he has knows that, he's very appreciative and loves it. Coming from Tom Ryan's location we normally plays, and of course his wonderful wife, Jalen, and Madison, all his friends in person that are supporting online, and he can't thank them enough. Also puts in a big ups for Mike Scarborough for all the work he made for making this happen. And so definitely big ups for Mike Scarborough. This is great stuff. I'm glad we're getting the opportunity to talk about this, let alone watch it on our side. This is what I'd like to do on a lovely Saturday anyways. Now I just get to compete and hopefully not lose my voice today. Again, my name's Tim Goodwin. I'm followed with Mike Redmond. We're commentating. We are both dart players, not commentators. Not yet, anyways. This is really our first time putting this together. It's a first event. Premier League of Arizona, the top 8 players that agreed and were invited to this event. And we've got 2 matches completed. Mike Scaro versus Adam Savada. Adam Savada winning that 9-3. We got JC and Chuck that just finished a great match, 9-7 to JC's favor. Now we've got Chris, the bar darter Watson versus Jamie Hayman. First leg of 7-1, double in, double out.
I couldn't have said it better myself. What do you got on a scoreline here, Tim?
Yeah, going first, Watson is going first here against Jamie and so he has a great start. On form, Watson. This is a tough one. I think this is going to be one of those that it's going to be momentum. I'm going to have to put it towards. Oof. I'm going to throw that to you. I'll let you handle that one first. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, so I was talking about this last night, or maybe it was earlier today. I don't remember. But when Chris Watson is rolling, he is very, very, very difficult to beat. With that being said, man, I think I'm going to roll with home field advantage. I'm going to lean towards Jamie Hayman on this one. I think it's going to be super, super close. I would not be surprised one way or another who wins this. I think they both can win this, but I'm going to lean towards Jamie on this one. I'm going to say 9-7, and
I like that. I like that. That was a great pickup by what you're saying. Home advantage. So Tom Ryan's is Jamie's home bar, along with Andrew Trainer. The rest of these starters are and JC is known there as well. But that home advantage could take play here. But Watson is such a methodical player that it's not timing, it's not flow, it's method. He's going to take his time, he's going to breathe, and he's going to relax and find his stroke. So I think I'm going to go the other way here. I think I'm going to go Chris Watson, tight race, 9-7, just the same. I think it's just going to be on 1 or 2 breaks, and who gets that long streak.
Yeah, I like it. Let us know in the chat, guys. Let us know who you got. Let us know what your scoreline prediction is. I like to hear from everybody. Like to hear what everybody thinks, and let's see what we got out there.
Appreciate that, Charles.
On this one.
He says, nice bailout. No, I definitely, this one's a tough one. And like, it's we've seen these guys play, and it's little things that could make a difference here. And again, being on this level, this tier of play that's playing, it's who's on the day, right? Whose day is it? And so, Chris Watson sitting there going out strong, starting strong, with 140. Look, misses the first start, but shooting a 37.4 in the first leg. He's looking got a strong start.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's running away with this one. He got out early, so I mean, Jamie needs a big shot here just to put a little pressure on.
Yeah, if he doesn't hit this trip 20 here, he doesn't get a look. And Watson's got a free 6 starts, and he does. He misses the trip 20. Watson's got a free 6 starts at 100, but to settle his nerves and stuff, you'd think he's got to take it here. Corwin says, let's go, Jamie. Yep, love the support, guys. Keith Say also in the chat, depends on how many shots Jamie has had. Well, yeah, great question. I mean, it is 2:17 in the afternoon here in Arizona.
Yeah.
So, the question is...
He's probably been playing darts for 3 hours already.
Correct, right? The question, that could go both ways, right? Keith says, depends on how many shots Jamie has. Yeah, but which way? The more shots, does he get better? The less shots, should he be better? Jamie's one of those wild cards. You give him the right shot, you're not going to miss.
Oh, big shot by Chris Watson there.
Finishing up.
It's a good recovery after missing.
Yeah, did not like the first 2 darts, but smashed that double 20 to take the first leg. It's currently 1-0 in Chris Watson's favor, race to 9. The format is alternate start, 7-1, 7-1, cricket, 7-1, 7-1, and so on, until we have a winner of 9 games. Like, we've been playing with these guys, both of us have. We played with these guys for, the last... I mean, I've known and played with Chris for the last 11 years, and Jamie for probably the last 3 or 4 at least. These guys, they really don't have huge ups and downs, right?
Yeah, it's all pretty consistent. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of 4.7, 4.5 to 4.7s. You're going to get, you'll get some 4s and you'll get some high 3s. And then every now and then you're going to get this, like you see from Chris Watson right here, popping off 7. And you can expect big scores here and there. And that's what these guys do. They're just methodical and they stay consistent and they deliver big shots and they don't get wavered by pressure. So.
Right. And this is probably one of the big first events that of singles for like Jamie and Andrew as well. I know they've gone around and played some of the bullshooter events across the U.S. And like Washington, for example, and these guys are competing and attempting to compete on that top level. But do they have this type of competition on a singles level all the time?
Right. Yeah, and you see Chris Watson here getting comfortable, moving around the board. Got Jamie trapped on the 19 here, shooting 6.33, which is very, very impressive. So we'll see.
Tracy Lang is not wrong. Says it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's So yeah, I that's not a question I like to ask Jamie every once in a while. How many shots? I don't like to ask anybody that question because usually I'm the one in the wrong here. I don't remember how many I had. Let's see, Chris is really putting it to him. And I think the advantage Chris has in this match here is that he has played that CSC Division 1, Division 2 singles long format cricket. I think that's going to be very beneficial in his way here. Adam Darvin
Yeah,
says,
Adam
right?
Darvin,
Watson
man.
winning 9-3. Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
kind of plays into what I was saying here. I don't think it's going to be that big of a stretch, but it's definitely possible the way this has started so far. Jamie's really not putting any pressure on, and Watson's kind of just running away. I say he's running away, but he's throwing a 6-0, man. He's not sitting there slacking to Jamie's stuff. He's just throwing some big darts up there.
Yeah, Watson going to the board, like you said, shooting 6. I fully expect some variation of 4 15s and a 19 here.
Agreed.
Oof, oof.
This is the first dart, kind of throws him off. I think he's just going to smash a 19 here, get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Now looks at the 15. One holes it. This does give Jamie the opportunity to try to get point lead, but there's really no pressure yet.
Being down 4 beds early in the leg is tough to come back from, because even if he gets the point lead now, he's up 25. Watson's still plus 4 beds, so really not a whole lot of pressure on him here.
No, Watson closes it. Decides to go double bull. Doesn't care about the lead because of the amount of beds he has. He's shooting a 5.14 against the 3.57. 3.57 is not a bad. It's definitely above average. Not for Jamie though. Goes up. Does pile in some bowls. Look at that. That's something he needed, right? A little confidence booster. Try and get your head out of it and let's just hit something good. And he goes up and hits 4 bowls.
I mean, best case scenario for Jamie would be for Watson to not win the game here, to just hit a bowl, maybe hit a single and miss, something like that.
Yeah, but he's still got 4 numbers. It's pretty much, you never want to give up. Watson does throw in a Maloney double there. 5.0. Second leg goes to Chris Watson. He is now up 2-0 over Jamie Hayman.
That's a good leg. Chris Watson's playing well. He's been playing well for a long time, but it's good to see him really playing well here in this event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he takes his time, breathes, makes sure he got what he needs, sets up, and then he throws his darts. Usually, too much don't affect him when he's at the line in the zone. Starts out with a 5 mark. Heather Schumacher says, I got Watson 9-6. Jamie hasn't had as much stream time and it can add some major stress. Completely agree. That's one of the things I mentioned about, Chris having that CSC time. That type of stuff, this type of stuff we're having here displaying right now. This is the stuff we want to see, the pressure we want our players to be under. So they're prepared for those events. So, I definitely agree. Great to see you in stream, Heather. Hope you and TJ are having fun.
Shout
Watson
out to
going up calmly.
Shout out to TJ Schumacher, my Nationals doubles partner for next weekend.
Yeah. We talked about that a little bit last night. That's going to be a dirty team. That's way away. Hey, here we go. That's what we're talking about. Fireball. shoots a 9 mark there to push himself in the game. Now he's starting to come around, shooting an 8.0 in this leg. I mean, only 6 darts thrown, but still, now he's starting to wake up a little bit. Could be one of those streaks and put Chris under pressure. See how he responds. He gets a 7 mark on 18 and says, yeah, keep it up, bud. Let's go. Love to see it.
Yeah, Watson battling back, yeah.
Jamie continue to try and fight that 19, hits 3 singles. Does get the point lead barely. Watson going to be fighting on the lower number. Depending on, I think he looks down right away. Gets rid of the bigger number, too. But he is going to go up. Gets point lead with a triple 18. Closes the 19. Oof. Just outside of that trip 17, hits a single. Great shot right there. Now putting Jamie back under pressure.
Ooh, what do you do here?
Stay there. You've got to sit there and do it. Fireball.
Back-to-backs?
It's not back-to-back, but it is. Yeah, they skipped around there. He shot the 3 singles in the middle there, but
okay.
If he puts these together, he does slide that into the trip 18 right off the flight of the 1 and the triple 1. 352 to 349. He's going to try and look at that 18. I don't like this move.
I like going downstairs here.
I agree. He does miss off into one. He takes a look. He moved a whole foot over. That's kind of a tough dart. I understand being the bigger number, wanting the point lead there, but I either open another bet or shut down the 17s with that kind of blockage. Jamie not taking advantage here yet until the third dart. Hits 4 17s for points and score. Gets the lead. Now Watson's got to hit at least four 18s to take that point lead back. Thanks, Linda Wells. Appreciate it. This is great commentary. Also cheering for Jamie. Love to see the support for both players.
Absolutely.
He does hit that 5 mark, gets the point lead. Jamie's going to fire off at that 17, misses the first. There's point lead. Does he look? He does take a look. Yeah. I'm fortunate on that. I think he's a rhythm player. He shoots fast. So sometimes, when you're making them big moves from the bottom to the top, your adjustment can be that far off.
And he it kind of looked like he just threw that dart to throw it. He didn't really. He kind of should have reset a little bit, took his time, and delivered the dart there.
It does seem like they're both rushing right now. Watson usually, he takes his time to get the line, but he's shooting fast when he gets that line. And so he only hits 2 18s, just getting a point lead, leaving Jamie the opportunity to run.
There you go.
Jamie stays all 3 darts. That's it. Nicholas Hahn, 5.8 versus 6.4. Arizona's talent is so deep. You are correct. We are showcasing 8 of our top players. There are quite a few others that can be involved, that should be involved, that will be involved in the future, that we're looking forward to. There's other things coming in the line that we're excited to bring to Arizona players, as well as, getting that great competition to build this and make it a better event. So right now, these 8 players, they may not be the top 8 players, but they're definitely in the mix of the top, 12 to 16 guys in the state here. There's the one player that's off this list that is traveling during the summer that people would love to see. I know I would love to see is David Fathom.
Absolutely, that's the big glaring missing piece to this, I think. But
because when we look at that local talent, right, and we're at these events such as the AZ Open or the Bullshooter event, there's these big names that you see them walk in, whether they win or not. That, hey, this is going to be a challenge. These are some of the top names in the U.S., let alone the world in soft tip.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's good to see good to see Fathom getting out and doing some fishing and some other stuff.
Yeah, he's enjoying the cooler air in Canada. Lucky him. It is only 113 yesterday, and I'm not stepping outside today. That's for sure.
You got that right, buddy.
Thanks, Will. Glad to see you in the chat. Appreciate the comment. Another cheer for Jamie here. Again, glad to see the support for everybody. Hey, Al Birdman, welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. Looking forward to get the opportunity to play with you, against you, another event. And I know the way our traveling's been, it shouldn't be too long before we get to do it again. Looking forward to it, buddy. And thanks for continuing your Grandboard stream. A little shout out. He runs his Birdman Dart stream on Facebook, on the Grandboard. So if you're ever looking to get a good game with some great competition, heck of a guy, heck of a player, jump into his chat, jump into his stream, give him a like, and show him some love.
Definitely one of my favorite doubles partners that I've ever had is Birdman, man. He was so easy to play with. I had never met him before, and he just came into the venue, really nice, really outgoing, just loves darts, and he's a super good guy, man. I'm a big fan. Definitely check his stream out. Check out the Birdman Darts group.
Jamie is keeping that pressure on, going second in this leg, shooting a 5.09. He's attempts to close the 16 down. He does get the 18 shut down, went to the 16 to get more points. He's up by a full triple. And so Chris having 2 numbers open, he may opt he's going to hit that 18, puts a blocker up, going to try and lock it right next to it, misses into the 1. Does shut down the 16 points behind, puts Jamie under pressure.
That's a really good third dart from Watson there.
That was a great dart, definitely. Jamie goes under pressure, misses the first dart, tries the Maloney double, and hits that unfortunate tar. Does hit an 18 with the third dart, wasn't actually going for it as he was shooting for the bull. Now, this is the type of match we expect from these two players. I wouldn't say expect, we hope from these two players, right? They are battling every round right now, going back and forth, putting it to each other.
Yeah, Chris Watson's got a great opportunity here to jump out 3-0 and putting in a pile of 18s there. Really putting a stranglehold on this leg.
Definitely. That's big pressure there, but Jamie's got the opportunity to shoot some bulls and try and get himself back into it. Does get two. Tracy says, I'd rather deal with the dry heat than this nasty humidity out here. She must be in Florida. I agree. I was stationed in Florida when I was in the Air Force. I thought the humidity was bad there until I got off active duty and went to the St. Louis, and it's much worse. Then when I finally got to choose where to live, I moved to Arizona. Love it out here. Yes, it is a dry heat. Yes, it is awesome. And it is hot.
It's just hot. It's just hot. It's beautiful.
Right now, it's just hot. Well, right now we're in this heat bubble, right? And it's extremely hot. 110, 111, 113. Jamie going up, only hitting a single bull there, giving Watson kind of a free look, 3 darts to finish this leg and go up 3-0. But yeah, right now we're in this heat bubble. Does hit the double bull to finish this leg off. 4-5-3 against 4-3-9. That's a much better match for Jamie. I think that's going to give him the leg to try and come back on this start. I think this is where Jamie starts putting a fight back. The bar darter Al says, loves him some Cross Watson. Again, loving to see the support for both these guys, both great guys. Looking forward to what these guys are going to do together.
That's good.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, buddy.
Good to see Jamie out here playing well. I know he's probably not feeling the best being down 3-0, but
yeah, he still puts in that 61 to start. Chris Watson comes in with a banger. I tell you, 160 on, exactly what he was hoping for, looking in, going second.
That's a big shot from. That's a huge shot from Watson there.
Yeah, you can see that just put the pressure right to Jamie, and Jamie just did not get what he was hoping for on that comeback. Gives the darts right to Watson. Brian Dunnigan. Hey, don't start telling people to move here. No, I never told anybody to move here. I just told them what I enjoy about it. Danny Dano says, love to be able to play in one of these in the future. Been all great matches. Completely agree. I'm hoping to be one of those as well as Mike Redmond. I'm sure he's hoping to be one of these players here in the future in the next event. And there's going to be a Premier League. It's not a, how do we call it? It's just going to be somewhat of a top tier league, draft league that's going to sit there and, it'll be a triples event that Scaro is working on the details to put it together. And that's going to be somewhat of a filler to this Premier League event. This will always be the 8 players for this top tier. Not sure where this is going to go. This is the first day. We can go ahead and start talking about that. This is the first day of this Premier League tournament style league event. We have 8 players. We've already had 2 matches done. This is our 3rd match with Chris the Bar Darter Watson versus Jamie Hayman. Right now, Chris is up 3-0 and leading this leg to make it 4-0 unless Jamie puts a stop to it.
Yeah, that 1-1, 3-3 is not going to help much. Got to get when earlier in the comments somebody asked how many shots Jamie had. I'm going to go ahead and say not enough.
So far.
do me a favor and go get Jamie a Jack Fire from the bar there.
Hey, what's that one? They get the Jamie hates me shot. He has his own shot at that location.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody needs to go get him one of those.
Yeah, I mean, right now he is not putting up what he'd like. You can see it in his face, his mentality. He's just kind of like, hey man, I need to wake up and put something in here. Hopefully he can sit there and throw a couple rounds here, get some confidence, and swing it right back into the next leg. Not saying to give this one up, but at least start building that confidence in the darts. There's a good solid 5 mark on the 20s. Give him a ton.
Yeah, it's big for Jamie's confidence, I think.
Yeah, and today we've got 7 matches total to play. We've already finished 2 with Adam Savada beating Mike Scarborough 9-3 on the first match. Second match, a great match between JC and Chuck Pulo. JC pulling it out 9-7, even with his eye issues. And then, yeah, here we are. So next match, we've got Mr. Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainer. And then we'll sit there and play it out. Top 4 to the finals.
I'm pretty excited for that next match. Mike Carter and Andrew Trainer. Looking forward to that one. I circled that one as one of my favorites to watch. So I'm pretty excited for that one.
Definitely. It's one I've been looking forward to. Of course, I can't complain or say anything. I've been looking forward to each one of these matches. I mean, it's such a great lineup. This is one of those that us local players, we're sitting here, we will sit at any tournament, local blind draw whatsoever. These are the players that we're going to stand behind if we're not playing ourselves and go, hey, let's see what they're going to do.
I mean, you're not wrong. Every single match, every single player here is extremely talented, extremely good, and they're all fully capable of winning this thing. I mean, we obviously got our favorites, but I mean, any one of these guys can come out on top at any point in time.
Definitely. Talking about wins, when we talk about Watson, his favorite wins, he has 2 more favorite wins. One is while the CUC is individual, he wouldn't be here playing without the mentoring of his buddy Brad Smith, great guy, 2006 medalist world win and 2019 Phoenix Cup win with Mike Scarborough. Both different and unique events he mentions. Throws in a ton right there.
He was proud of those wins. He definitely wanted to make mention of those.
Jamie does get in this round with the 65, shooting that double 20 first start. Watson already leading the way, 546 to 636. He could sit there and take a huge jump by putting in a 140 or better, leaving Jamie in the background. Gets trip 20 first start, single 5. Does drop another trip 20. Jamie does have the opportunity to get close by hitting a 180.
Almost needs it here.
I do want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching us. Hope you're enjoying the commentary. This is our first time here. This is our first event, and we're really enjoying it. Please jump in the chat. Let us know how things are going. Let us know what you think of the players, the competitions, the matches, and what you're looking forward to. If there's anything that you want to shout out or let us know where you're from. Type it out. We'd love to banter back and forth with you guys.
I just sent Heather Fuller. I sent her $10 and I said, "Hey, go buy Jamie a shot, will ya?" I just seen her look at her phone and look over the camera, point and laugh.
You're just gonna hear a what sitting next to Mr. Greg Wilson. There's not a nicer guy out there. I like Greg.
I do too. Big fan. Big fan.
Carter goes up and gives a nice slap on the buttocks to Jamie, saying, "Let's go." Again, Jamie's just, falling behind. Watson is really, when he's leading these, he's going first. He's just running away with it. And you really need Jamie to try and put it together and get some of these big shots in. Right there, just missing one hole on 2 of the trip 20s. Thanks, Travis. Appreciate it.
And
appreciate that, Al. Thanks for the comment, bud.
Realistically, we all know when we're out in front and we don't have a whole lot of pressure on us, it's easy to just kind of roll and you just kind of throw and everything comes real easy. So I really like to
say that, and then Watson just throws in a miss right there. But this could give, he does another one of those. This could give Jamie the opportunity to get back in this game. And unfortunately, he throws the same darts. Travis, you're not lying. You could join us. I'm surprised you're sitting in the background in the stream there, but I can still hear you from here. Says we both have a face for radio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my twin brother, he must have got the face for the screen, that's for sure.
Good old James. Shout out to James, man. James is a good dude. I'm a big fan.
I like him. You know, I kind of known him most of my life.
Yeah, I heard.
Great. It was great. He was able to come down and bring his kids down last week, and so the cousins got to play all week. It's always great to see my brother. Unfortunately, we didn't get out and play at any dart events during the week as we had other plans, but can't wait till the next time he gets down here because I know everybody likes to see him when we get out. So he's always a good time. Definitely, Al. We love James.
What a great shot by Chris Watson there.
114. Yep, that's right. 114. That does give him another leg here. So now we're sitting at 5-0 Watson. Now this is not what we expected.
It is not. No, that's a great shot by Watson though. That 114 is. Oh, there we go. There's a fireball.
Fireball. There we go. 180 start. Best you can do in cricket. Now Watson cannot catch up with this round.
Oh,
he was going to give it a try, though. Mm-hmm. He does hit a 6 mark, keeps himself in the leg here. Yeah.
And it's a good shot by Jamie, killing that 19 and not leaving it out there for Watson to pound on.
Agreed. You know, smashing that first start with confidence, that's good for him. I think this could be the leg to jolt him back into going, hey, you know what? I'm still here. I'm here. I'm ready to play. We all know Jamie's got the game in him. We know he can sit there and compete with all these guys here, you know, and it's on him just to sit there and put them strings of darts together. Watson puts in a 5 mark on the 18th.
Yeah, that's another good shot by Chris Watson. I mean, it's but here we go again. Jamie, first start triple.
Puts in a banger there. Third dart, trip 17, throwing a 6.67. Watson's 5.5. These are the numbers we're expecting to see from these two. You know, when you're sitting there walking in, that's what we're looking at. That big 6-0s and stuff. I mean, these DSC guys, Division 1 and 2, have really raised the bar for our game. And this is what you're expecting to see from this level.
And it speaks to, you know, like, you know, somebody in the chat mentioned it earlier. It speaks to the depth of players that are in Arizona. You know,
throws 3 solid darts there.
For a guy like Jamie Hayman, who some people might not know, to be shooting 5.75 on stream is, you know, if somebody sees that and they're like, holy cow, who's this guy, you know?
Agreed. I mean, and everybody around here in Arizona, we all know Jamie, you know, is a great guy, definitely a great shooter, you know, wins a lot of these local blind draws and does really well against the best players, you know, and fantastic to be around, play against, and play with. But right now, you know, this is where we're at. He hasn't really shown up until this leg, and it's showing up big. Nice 5 mark, trip 15, bull, leaves him in a great position to win this leg. But Watson could still put him under pressure because he's only 1 bull behind in points.
Exactly. Coming up with a nice 5 mark too.
Al says Jamie is a great dart player. He isn't showing it here. Maybe stream nerves. You know, and that's what this is for. This is what we need, you know, to sit there and get more comfortable under these type of positions. Agreed, Nicholas. On this, what I was mentioning. He says when he gets more comfortable, the rest of the field is in trouble for sure. Agreed. Any one of these players can sit there and compete on their day against any one of these guys. That's why it's a toss-up. There's no gimmies. 5.44 for Jamie there. Puts one on the board. Now we're at 5-1. Chris Watson in the lead.
Good to see Jamie get one on the board, get a little confidence. I'd like to see him make this bring this kind of reel this match back in and see if we can't make this a match. Watson's rolling right now. He's playing really well.
I think he's not looking forward to that part. He doesn't want any piece of that. He says, you know what, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, throw in a 7 mark and continue pounding this guy and make sure that I win. And that's the mentality you got to have, right? At the end of the day, these guys are all friends, competitors, but you're here to win.
Yeah, 100%, exactly. Good 5 mark there for Jamie. A little bounce out on the third, but registered the triple. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keeps him in there, even though it's not a bad return after a 7 mark on the 20s. Watson, you're hoping that he uses all 3 darts somewhere else. He does close with the Maloney double on the 19. Yeah, it's funny how people go back and forth, and Maloney's really the only one that fights for the doubles. But hey, I believe in, if you're confident you're not going to miss, why does it matter? You can shoot whatever you want. But when it comes to percentage shots, it makes a big difference if you're sitting there missing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. It's everybody's different, right? Everybody's got different perspectives on shots. And for me, if you're missing inside, you're shooting at a bigger target, I think. But I'm not pro or against shooting the double.
Well, right now we got a good match. They're both at 4-6-7 fighting back and forth. Watson not in the point lead yet, about to take it on the first start with the trip 20. But yeah, I agree. When it comes to strategy and play, it is going to be, my personal opinion is not my personal opinion, but I can see both sides. The reason people go at the triple when they need a 2 is because that's where they're focusing their darts more times than not, right? Andrew Trainer got him a shot. No wonder why he's showing up. Here he comes. but yeah, I mean, and there's the big 6 mark there on the 18s to get him in the point lead. But yeah, if you're sitting there, for example, you're shooting majority of your darts at triples and soft tip. You're not shooting them at doubles. Same thing with steel tip. You're not shooting them at doubles as often. Mike Maloney does, so he's going to be a lot better at that if he's used to it. Definitely, I like his thing. It is a bigger target, right? And then if you've already got it blocked or this reason or that, and you're comfortable with it, then shoot it.
It's a big 5 mark for Watson there. Kill off that 18 and grab 60 points. But that Jamie answering back with a 7, taking the high ground. So down 9 points, takes the high ground and puts a little pressure.
Yeah, I like that move. Get rid of the big number. That was a great move. Val, I'm Tim Goodwin. If you don't know who's commentating, I'm Tim Goodwin, just a local darter in Arizona, as well as Mike Redmond is my co-host. First time doing this, and there it is, Fireball. Mr. Chris Watson, the bar darter, throws it in there, puts Jamie on the burner. Jamie hits and answers with the trip 15, single 15, single 15. Does not get the point lead, but this is the type of darts we were expecting. Hey, Hunter Young, appreciated your help last night. Welcome to the stream. James giving us that like. Love you, brother. Literally. Let's see. Watson goes in, throws in another Maloney double. Yep. I think he's doing that because Mike Maloney was on the stream earlier and he probably noticed.
Probably.
I like that move there. I do like that look at the 16 after hitting the first dart, giving himself 4 bulls if he closes at 16. Punish it, puts in a 3 bull. Watson's not really under a lot of pressure, but man, these 5-1-4, 5-1-4, this is a great match. Appreciate it, Al. Thank you.
Yeah, he's not under a lot of pressure, but he could be. I mean, if you get a miss here,
single. And there it is, just what you're talking about. It's that single 10, giving Jamie, and with the confidence he won with last leg, I think he can do this. He's going to drop it in there.
Yeah, that's the old commentator's curse,
Right. Yeah, let's see what happens. Does he go at the double?
Yes.
Oh, just outside of that bull. Now you're going to stay there. It's another bull, gets the point lead. Thanks, Jai. Appreciate that, buddy. Always good to see you. Thanks for watching.
This should be a quick cleanup for Watson. Single here. And
yeah, Hunter, I mean, you're right. He says he thinks the double is the better shot, though, when closing in cricket. I mean, it's going to be a fight one way or the other. Chris Watson taking this one down, finishing off 16 bull. Woes up. He's now up 6-1 in a race to 9 against Jamie Hayman. But yeah, when you're shooting at the double 16, it is a bigger bet. But the the concern is percentage shots, right? If you're shooting at the triple, then you have a miss on either side that can leave you a single, whereas a double outside can sit there and put you under pressure and miss. So there's fights for both sides, for that. And I think it's just whatever you're comfortable with. The only time people are going to get upset if you shoot at the double is when you hear that big tar. And
that's the worst sounding darts. We came to the conclusion earlier.
Let's see.
Eric Barron gave us a subscribe. Appreciate that. The White Buffalo. It's been a while, man.
Hey. I like Porky's answer. No doubles. You can't be talking about food because he doubles everything.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream, Steve. Love it to see you in here. Porky just got his new jersey release. Looks fantastic. Can't wait to get one for myself.
Hey, you want to talk about a guy that's been on a tear lately, man? Porky is just lighting the board up.
Yeah, but he does use 4 darts, right? And so, yeah, I mean, And you like to see what happened the last 2 legs with Jamie, though, man. This is good stuff. So the fact that he's putting up the fight, this is what we want to see. It did start a little late, so he might be able to get a comeback. Chris Watson going up trip 20. Does he do it?
Get a fireball out of this?
Nailed it.
Fireball. And I think this is as big of a leg for Watson as it is for Jamie, because I think, Watson wants to keep the pressure on and really put his foot on the throat and wrap this up. So you don't want to give any glimmer of hope for any kind of comeback or anything like that. So
definitely agree. He's not wanting to give Jamie that momentum that he could come back, because he knows, on the right streak, any one of these players can sit there and just fight and put it to these guys. So they can sit there and string along legs, 4, 5, 6 in a row even. So it's good to see Chris is just staying, focused, forced, and ready just to take this thing down.
Here's our fearless leader found us a scoreboard. That's nice.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing with it now. Now we can. It's great to see a scoreboard there. Just wondering how much he's going to play with it. Jamie way behind in this leg, unfortunately. Does get in a ton.
That looks good right where it's at. It's in a good place, kind of out of the way, and
yeah, and poof, there it is.
Yep, he did a good job whipping that together real quick. I like it.
Yes, that was definitely magic. I want to thank you guys for your help last night on questions, answering questions for trying to get this stream. Appreciate that, guys. And thanks, Mike Redmond, for joining me today. This has been fantastic. Of course, like we mentioned earlier, it's just like me and you sitting behind these guys having a great old conversation like we normally do.
Yeah, that's all it really is. It's nothing crazy. It's just, it doesn't even feel like commentating. It feels like we're just sitting at the table, having a couple beers and just talking about darts.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm gonna pop a beer open here probably after the finals. Try and make sure that I can see the screen for as long as this is gonna last, because I don't want to miss any of it. Watson going up, takes a look at the double 16 to finishes it off. Great leg there. Now up 7-1. This is definitely not what we expected, but Watson putting the pedal down, making it happen.
What do you think about that shot by Watson there? 67 on split bowl, going bullseye first start.
I'm not a fan of it personally, but that's not, he can do whatever he wants at that look because of the fact that Jamie isn't even close. He's got a guaranteed 9 darts at that double where Jamie was sitting. So if he can take whatever he's comfortable with at that point. My personal opinion on 67 is 17 first start, leaving a double 8 if you hit the triple, and then you can sit there and go bull if you're under pressure, or if you're feeling it or want to be fancy, or you can just sit there and hit the 10 or 18 to leave your favorite double.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, the St. Louis Cardinals must be doing well, or at least tied the game. I hear my wife screaming. All right, so.
And there's a fireball. Chris Watson piling another 180.
Great shot there. That's one thing we forgot to do, but is figure out what we're gonna do an over under, which I think we're gonna have to sit there and figure out a new way to do this since we are playing 01 and cricket. We'll have to figure it out for the final four and see if we can get an over under. See, Daniel Hilsenbach, welcome to the stream, bud. Appreciate you joining in and watching. Thanks for the great commentary there, or great comments. Great job to Mike for sure. Definitely big ups to Mike Scaro for putting this together, putting the legwork in, getting the locations involved. Thanks for Tom Ryans for hosting the event today. Purple Punch Productions putting it on the stream. And thanks for Mike Redmond for joining me here. This has been a lot of fun so far. Again, it is our first time running this, my second time commentating, and ever. First time was in Idaho, and Mr. Charles Tyler in the stream here, who's the one that helped me. And this is easy to do, as we talked about, Redmond. This is easy to do when you've got these players with this type of competition on the screen. You put a show on. They're putting the show on for us. So this is fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and man, we keep saying it, we keep going back to it, but it's just like we're just sitting around talking about what we see in front of us, and I mean that's all we're really doing. It's nothing crazy. It's a couple guys looking at watching some dudes play darts, and right on cue, Jamie piles in a 180 there.
What's that? It's fireball. A fireball. There he goes. He says, "I'm still in this. Don't count me out." And that's one thing I would never do with Jamie is count him out.
Correct. Look at these averages here. We got 44.33 playing 42.08.
Yeah, on a split, double in, double out game. These are averages of top tier. They may, they're on the verge of the S tier, as they call it, those 50s. And we did see that one earlier, right? We saw that 50.01 leg that Mike Scarborough threw on stream against Adam Savada, which was fantastic.
Be interesting to see how Watson goes at this 108.
He's going to 2016 double 16. Oh, he went the 8. I like that move.
Ooh.
Just high. This is
That's a good shot.
This is what Jamie's hoping for. He gets a look, he looks like he's going to be confident enough to go up and smash it. He does. 16 this second. And he even had that sound, at the end here. I'm going to update the scoreboard and see what happens. Did you already do that?
Did not.
See, I'll do that now. All right, so let's see. That worked. Now we know how to do that.
Sweet.
Good stuff. All right, so this match is 7-2. It's a race to 9 alternate format. We're doing 7-on-1, double in, double out, 7-on-1, double in, double out, cricket, back and forth, race to 9, and long format. Today's a Premier League is what we're calling it. It's somewhat following a tournament structure, each league day event. So today's matches, we started off with Mr. Mike Scarborough, who put this together against Adam Savada. Adam Savada took that win 9-3. Next match was a fantastic fight, back and forth the whole way. The JC against Chuck Pulo. JC pulls that out 9-7. They will be battling out not next match, but the match after that in the semis, and so to try and fight their way to the finals. Right now, we currently have Chris Watson versus Jamie Hayman. Watson is up 7-2, putting the foot down and not letting off the gas whatsoever by Watson. And then Next match, we've got Mr. Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainer. And that'll be the end of our round 1 matches after that. And then we'll continue to fight it out until we have a winner today.
And once again, guys, man, give us a like, give us a share. I appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody jumping in and watching, hanging out with us. Give us some score predictions. Take a look at the bracket. Who do you think's going to win this whole day? And keep feeding the chat with some good comments.
Definitely. We appreciate all the comments. Exactly what Mike said. We appreciate the comments. We love the banter. We do, it keeps it interesting. Let us know what your thoughts are. If give it a share if you're enjoying it. And if you're enjoying the darts, give it a share. Even if you don't like our commentary, you can easily mute us. That's not hard to do. But, you never know what we'll end up saying, since this is live all the time. So looking forward to seeing how this all ends, and I can't wait to see where this is going to take us. Just this one single event, can take us to the sky with the Arizona dart players.
Speaking of guys, people that are playing really, really well right now, Douglas D. Michelle in the chat over here saying he can't wait to come back to Arizona. He wants to, he'd love to try and make it on this level. I'm here to tell you, man, he was dealing at the CDC events. He qualified to get his CDC tour card. It's pretty good.
I saw that. Sent him a congratulations at his age and his time, and the effort he's putting in. It's fantastic to see him get to that level where he's at now. Let alone, can't wait to see where he's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. Jamie piling in a 5.0 here, trying to make it interesting.
It's 2 single 18s. He's got the lead. He's going to leave Chris Watson a nice look here, though. Watson hits trip 18, trip 18, trip 20. He can sit there and take the lead and knock out that big number.
The hanger. Oh, got it in there.
Welcome to the chat, James. Great to see you, brother. Looking forward to coming up in a few weeks and spending 4th of July up there in Utah. Smart play right there. Shuts down the 18, gets some more points, puts Watson under more pressure, leaving Watson down to the 17s. Again, he's going to be in the same boat. He hits a 6 mark. He can take a look at that big number shut down. Even if he hits triple here, he may take a look. Does just miss on the outside. Hits a triple, collects. Now Watson and Jamie, this is one where he should probably start at the 20, but he's going to go 17. Closes.
Yeah,
it's 15. It's a trip 15. Great shot. Great shot by Jamie Hayman. It's a 7 mark.
And when he picked up the first win under his belt, he got a little confidence. His first start, 2 or 3 cricket legs. Closing first start triple has been really good for him. So,
and I think it's really smart play, right? That strategy plays out. If you're going in, not saying that this is happening today, but if you're going in and you feel that you're the weaker player, or your stats are lower, or that you're playing against a stronger player than yourself. When you're playing cricket, one of the strategies is try and shut it down as fast as you can. Get what you need, but shut down, because the more darts the game's going to go, the less chance you have to win.
Yeah, and
that's right, Charles. I'll be there in July.
Right there, Jamie missing the big 16 and leaves Watson a chance. Watson capitalized with a big 5 mark there.
Great shot there. It does take the point lead.
Jamie finding the 60 in the close.
Forward to doing it again. I do need to lock down the Airbnb still. Let's see. Watson just outside first, hits the second dart, hits the third, 2 single bulls. Jamie's got a nice run here going. He can put a 3rd leg on the board. Misses first dart. Oh, tries to put more points in. Misses second. Does get that big 3rd. That's a crusher dart for Watson. Not saying it's over yet, but Watson's got to put in a big round on bulls. Pretty much what Adam did earlier. A 5 bull here could sit there and put him right back in the leg.
Yeah, 5 bull here gives him the point lead. So we'll see if he's able to capitalize on that.
Birdman says, who's the better looking twin? That's his question. Well, I'll leave that answer up to you guys. My wife will sit there and have her opinion. I know his wife has his or her opinion, and really, I'm good with that.
Always count on Birdman to start.
4-2-2. That's right. 4-2-2 for Jamie Hayman against Chris Watson's 4-0. That gives Jamie another leg on the board, bringing it 7-3. This one's not over. It might be a long run, but it's not over yet.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, Charles.
I think Watson's got to really step on the gas here and put this leg on the board and try and get to the brink.
He gets that big 6-0 there, 6 mark there to lead on the 20s, but I think he's starting to feel it too. Jamie's starting to get a little more comfortable in his shoes shooting this game, and you can see it here, and he's definitely shooting a lot better in the cricket. Shoots a 6 mark to follow Watson's 6 mark. Douglas Michelle says neither are good looking. Hey, appreciate the comment.
Always leave it up to Douglas to start some stuff.
Who does that? I've never seen him start anything. Such a sweet boy.
It's an unfortunate 2 mark there for Jamie. Kind of gives Watson
flips that last one just outside.
Yeah, it gives him kind of free reign to do whatever he wants to do now.
Yeah, I think he looks at that 19 and misses the first start. He's probably going to go right at the 20 after this start. Slows it down, takes a breather. Smart. This is a great move for him because, that second dart did barely slide into the single 19, and figuring out whether it's worth it or not. Going right back up top. Hits single 20. Appreciate the backward 4-1.
Kind of leaves the door open for a trip 19, trip 20 here.
He does get the first trip 19, hits a single, does get point lead, misses the big close on the 20. I like the move. Unfortunately, he didn't hit it, but I like the move to close that big number as soon as you get it, as soon as you get that point lead.
And sneaking in there, yeah, it's a good shot. It's a really good dart.
It is, but you can see these guys both are under pressure now that Jamie's sitting there starting to throw and find a stroke, and it's starting to become an even queue on these matches. The last few have sit there that Watson isn't running away with them like he was the first couple. Jamie sits there and posing a 5 mark, takes point lead.
Yeah, I mean Watson really jumped out on him. He really got out on him in the first handful of legs.
Great question was just asked by Hunter Young. He says he's asked James, my brother, the same question. So he'll ask me. He goes, with us moving, all the moving that we did, what town do we think has had the best in terms of amount of high-level players? That's a fantastic question. So I've been fortunate enough. I've lived in a lot of areas where darts are very popular, such as St. Louis, Phoenix. We played in levels. James up in Utah, Omaha, South Dakota is where we started. Played in Florida. So I lived down there so we played all over the U.S. So we definitely have a good view of where some of the top players are. In my opinion, Arizona has been on the top tier for the last, 15 years. Over the last 5 years, it's definitely taken a turn. It is not as high as some of these other states and stuff as we're seeing based on the CSCs and the events, the bigger events. But, as far as traveling players go, I think right now, Wisconsin, Wisconsin, and you've got top tier talent in Wisconsin with the amount of players they've got, with the amount of competition they always have there. That would be up there. You can't deny where Maloney is and playing, and all the guys there with Jeremiah Millar and all the big names. So right now, I think there's 3 or 4 states that are definitely stacked: Arizona, Florida, Wisconsin, Illinois. South Dakota does have a few. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that. We've definitely put together some good competitions between different states in the past, never at this high level, and hopefully we'll get to that point with this type of stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head with everything you said, to be honest. You're going to find great players in every state you go to. Seen a lot of great players in my day. I think Arizona is really, really deep, really talented. Wisconsin's obviously really deep, really talented. Florida's really good. It's hard to argue with Texas. Texas is really good.
Right, exactly. I mean, you've got Texas has got a lot of top tier talent, right? Like a lot of top 10 players, but do they have the depth that some of these other states have? Is where it comes into play, right? And so, we can't just sit there and when we're talking about depth, I think Arizona and Florida and Wisconsin, they've got it, but everywhere else definitely has some big names. I mean, you can sit there and look at what Kevin Luke. There's not a lot of big names coming from the Pacific Northwest, but there are a few that can compete at that top tier level, and that's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of those guys is Jeff Springer. I mean, he gets out, and every time I see results from an event, if Jeff Springer's at the event, he's in the top 4, or he's in the finals, or he's winning. I mean, he's one of them guys that comes from that area.
Watson takes down that last leg, pushing him 8-3. Jamie's going to start this one. This is a race at 9. Agreed with you. Jeff Springer's a fantastic guy, great shooter, steel tip, and I look at when I look at the players from California, there's definitely quite a few. You got Chris Lim, right? He's not traveling as much, but when he does, he's definitely known, and he's a force to reckon with, right? Yep. But yeah, James makes a great point here. He says you also have to call out that we're talking about soft tip only. That is true. Right now, I'm discussing soft tip. As we're watching soft tip, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of these players that we mentioned are great at both soft tip and steel, and so yeah, good call out, James. Yeah. Jamie is taking a lead here. Watson does not get in on the first round, giving Jamie the lead 5:15 at 7:01. He's going to have to sit there and put a big ton, try and get that 160 that he did earlier to get himself back in the leg. Hits 60. Does hit the triple in the last start, gets himself in the leg, 120 on. Great start there. After missing, way to come back and follow through on that. Doug says he loves Jeff. Chats to him during the first week of CC and is just so knowledgeable. Agreed. Jeff's a great guy, and he's been around the steel tip game for quite a while.
See if Watson can pile in a couple triples here and get himself back in this.
He does manage to get one, gives him a ton. And, he's still there. So now that, Jamie not doing as much as he'd like on that last round, really needs to put in a big round here to stay on top. Well, you can tell they're starting to get a little clammy looking at these averages. We're starting to get to the end. I wonder if Watson's kind of getting one of those finish line jitters. Or if, Jamie's just not putting enough pressure on him to can you stay in there? Jamie opting to take the hat off, seeing if that helps him.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Throws in a 95. That's right. Hunter says, talking steel tip, who are you guys most impressed by at the U.S. Masters? Oh, man. I'm impressed by all of them, for one, making it there based on the qualifiers and PDC. I've got to give it out to Adam Savada, the local boy. There it is. Fireball. 180 for Jamie Hayman. Or, I'm sorry, that was Chris Watson that put that in there. Apologize, Chris. Great shot. Gives him the lead by almost 100 there. I would have to say most impressed would be Adam Savada being the first time on that big stage. It may not have been his first time. I believe it is for the steel tip on that level. And the composure he had on his first couple of events, it was fantastic to watch, throwing almost that 89 point something average against, one of the top PDC players in the world. It was fantastic to see. Douglas says, every time Jamie took his hat off against me, I got scared. Must be a move Jamie has, huh? That's right. Luke Littler, yep. Fantastic to watch.
Yeah, I think to piggyback off of your what you said there, I continuously stay impressed with Jeff Smith. I feel like every time Jeff Smith steps on the stage at Madison Square Garden, he's just upsetting somebody, constantly beating
Agreed.
big names.
Jamie needed a triple there to leave himself an out. Watson's got 6 stars to take this win at 122. He might take it this round.
I wonder if he goes the 18 route here.
Yeah, to try and leave himself the bull. Jamie's at 200, so there's no reason to go at the. There's no reason to go for the bull. So that right here, he may do it, but I don't think there's a reason for it. I would go trip 20 and try and get the setup, or stay on the 18s to leave 32.
Yeah, I think leaving 32. Yeah.
Yeah. So now he doesn't have an option. He can sit there and try and leave his favorite out at 32. I don't think that's his favorite, but it's definitely a right-hander's go-to. Great shot. Picks up the triple 18, leaving 32, giving him the 3 even darts to take this down 9-3. Jamie gonna try and put some pressure on. Trip 20 first start, single 20, triple
140 there from Jamie.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a good showing from Watson.
Definitely.
Watson was dealing. He was playing well. That was encouraging and impressive to see. So
definitely, he wins 9-3. I mean, it was nice to see. He had a great start there. He goes up 5 or 6 legs before Jamie gets to put one on the board. And unfortunate for Jamie, didn't get off to the lead he'd like to. But once he did dig his feet in, I think this is great experience for him, and there's nothing but up and up for him. Because once he did dig his feet in, he was able to throw in those big numbers, show that why he's there, and put some pressure on Chris Watson.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Looking forward to this match coming up right now. This should be a banger. Pretty excited to see Carter and Trainer get after it. It almost feels like home field advantage, goes to Trainer on this, but when you got the cheerleader of Alyssa Evans in the house, she kind of overtakes the home crowd. So
these guys are not. You're not wrong there. I mean, and you also got Travis Wells back there. So between the two of those guys, everybody should probably be wearing earplugs while they're trying to focus on anything else. But we've got Mike Carter and Andrew Trainer. First off, before we get rolling on this, I want to congratulate, Chris Watson and Jamie Hayman for a well-played match to Chris. And congratulations on making the next round. Let's see. This is going to be the last match of round 1. So we still have 3 more matches after this, guys. So please let us know what you think of the darts, what you think of the commentary. Join us. Let us know what you have for this match. Who do you think is going to take it? This is a race to 9.
Yeah, for sure. Like Tim said, man, let us know in the chat. Let us know who you got. Let us know who you're rooting for. We definitely love interacting with you guys in the chat. So getting ready for this next match. Take a look at the bracket to let us know who you got winning the whole thing. Top half of the bracket will be JC Martinez and Adam Savada. And then the bottom half will be Chris Watson against the winner of this one here. So this one should be a barn burner. Should be a great match. And Adam Darvin says going with Carter and another night, but we'll see there. So.
Oh, great job taking there. Great rundown as well. Good job, Mike. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to this one. This is one, Mike is a great friend of ours. As most of these guys are. Andrew Trainer, Mike Carter. I'm gonna have to put my prediction out there. 9-5 to Michael Anthony Carter.
I'm gonna take Carter myself. Donovan Hill jumping in. 9-4 Carter. Kisei says Dynamite 9-5. I'm going to take Carter, but I'm going to take
I think
Carter
Al agrees with you. He's pulling for his buddy Andrew Trainer. Carter starting it off, gets the cork, goes right off the bat, double 16, triple 20, single 20, gets a fantastic start right on the first game of 701. As we said, this is a race to 9, alternate start, 701, double in, double out, split bull. It'll be 2 legs of that, 2 legs of cricket, 701, back and forth as we go. Race to 9, first to 9 wins. So, as you mentioned, it looks like a lot of the way is heading towards Mike's way, and I'd like to put it out there. One of the reasons for that is mainly because we see Carter has been on a lot of those big events and traveling and done really well on stream, right? Or cricket. My mind's blank there, but Devil's cricket in one of the toughest events in the nation of the year, right? And then coming off that kind of high, I think it's going to be tough for Andrew to sit there and try and keep up. I'm not saying that he can't. I think he's a fantastic shooter, and this first leg is just not going so well for him.
Yeah, I mean that run that Carter and Kevin Luke had was pretty impressive, man. They beat Elliot Milk and Alex Spellman. They beat Jules and Maloney. They beat, I can't even remember who else they beat. And then they double dipped the Spain team. I mean, it was a tremendous bracket. So big kudos.
Yeah, I agree. Kevin Luke, Mike Carter, they're a fantastic duo together. It's the first time I've seen them shoot together. It may have been the first time they shot together, but holy cow, did they work together and shoot some great darts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Phenomenal.
We got James on the Carter train as well. Yeah, I mean, I think Andrew just needs a couple seconds, a couple minutes to get his legs, get his feet wet, get in there, get comfortable, and then he's going to start firing like we know he can. That's good to hear. And they certainly have here today. I agree with you. They should be taking a 5-minute break, let alone, I know Redmond and I could definitely use a break here and there, but it's our choice as well. We're enjoying the show just as much as you are, so I don't want to step away at all.
Carter gonna go for the big fish if he hits the 2.
He's gonna go for it. He's gonna put on a show with Andrew at 422. He's gonna do whatever he wants. He's gonna go in and hit the bull there. Ooh, just misses outside of it. So let's see. We've got our predictions here. What do you think's the over under? We'll say all 9 marks, only 9 marks.
Feeling I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say 7 in cricket.
I like that number. I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be an over. I think on cricket.
Yeah. Limited number of games.
Exactly. I agree with that. Carter going up, single 18, has double 16 left to take the first leg, hits a single 8, still leaves him sit there and get himself back in this leg. Now, if he could have sat there a little more on that last round, he did hit 140, could have left himself an out. He's looking to give himself an opportunity next round if he gets the same shot. So he's at 117 left. Carter going up with the double 12 to win the first leg.
To leave 50, and he kind of made a mess of that 50. So
yes, he did.
I was like, could get a little shaky there. So
yeah, being first leg, that's probably the first leg jitters there. Even though he's Andrew, and it could go both ways, right? When we're looking at that, and because Carter could see that Andrew's struggling, so he didn't really force the shot, but then Andrew came on, so it could have gone either way at the end there. Looks like we're starting to get a little bit of a stutter on this stream, huh?
Yeah, I was just noticing that as well. 4 mark to open there from Andrew.
Yep, and Carter goes up, hits a 7 mark to follow, takes a point lead, all 19s.
Yep.
Appreciate that, Al. Yeah, come on back. There's going to be fantastic matches coming up. We still got 3 more after this. Carter throws another 7 mark under there. There we go. It looks like the stream for us has picked up a little bit better. So we've got Andrew going up, throwing a 4 mark, still not in the point lead. Carter's going to shut it down with his first start. Take a look at the 18. Shuts that down. Are we going to get it? Oh, hits a single 19 for more points. No fireball for him yet. Well, who knows? He may have had that. I don't think that's his drink of choice, but well, with Redmond there.
Oh, I was gonna say only when he's at the bar with some specific person.
You're not lying. All right, so Carter's sitting there throwing that big boy average right away, 7-0 through 3 rounds, and he's going to be it down.
And so we got Carter up 1-0 here and in control of this leg. Looks like he threw a couple of Maloney doubles there.
Yeah, he does. Let's see. We've got Mr. Dynamite Carter, sponsored by Super Darts, weighing with his 18-gram Super Dart version 2 barrel. I know a lot of players out here in Arizona actually have those and really like them. I'm pretty sure, aren't you shooting with a set of those right now as well, huh?
Absolutely. It's my favorite dart that I've ever owned. I made the switch actually the weekend I played with Birdman for the bull shooter, and never went back.
Nice. Carter's been playing for 13 years. Came out here from Illinois. Was shooting there. I remember the first week or two he was in town. I was running the business at that time, the vending business, and running a local tournament on a Wednesday night, and we got drawn together. At that time, he was probably only about a 3-1, 3-2 on his Darts Live card, and nobody really knew what he was. So we walked in and we beat everybody on that tournament. But it was great to see how he came alive after a certain Darts Live event and who he played against and how that outcome came.
It's kind of funny that's I state that all the time. He went to Vegas probably 3-8 and came back from Vegas like a 4-8.
Yeah, I mean, when you sit there and go on stage on stream and you put up stats and you beat one of the biggest names in the U.S. and one of the hottest names in the U.S. at that time, still one of the top players, that's going to boost your confidence. And everybody knows that this game is definitely a head game. If you've got your confidence, you're going to be a lot better player. Thanks for joining us, William Fraley.
Carter's opponent here, Mr. Trainer. He's playing with the Winmau MVG Trilogy 20-gram darts. He's been playing since he was 15, and his favorite singles win was the Singles State Steel Tip Championship 2023. So he's been the captain of the team, the Scottsdale team that's won the state championship 3 years in a row. So congratulations to him on that. And yeah.
Yeah, great stuff, man. Andrew Trainer, even now we're talking about him. He's putting pressure on Carter. He got the point lead on that last round, and he's pushing Carter back into the game here. So now he's got the point lead. Curious what he's going to go for. Pretty sure he should shoot trip 19 first start, but he's probably going to try and get the 15 bed to ensure that he's got something to look at.
Yeah, I think if it were me here, 15 would be the first start. I would definitely try and get that 19 out of there so you're not battling 57 points against 45 points. But,
he goes single 19, single 19. He just goes for the double and misses inside, then misses the triple 10. See, this is where that strategy right there, I like the look knowing that, hey, you're under pressure, but hey, you missed that shot, right? You just gave Carter 6 free darts. And so hitting that 15 leaves yourself an opening if you hit it. And so Carter's struggling on that 19. The first 2 hits 2 singles, does hit the triple. Now on the point lead. Now Andrew right back in the position we were on the last one where he has to go 15 now. Misses 15, goes for the bullseye. Watching Adam Savada from earlier. And so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Carter going up, hits single 15 on the first, misses into a 2.
Pump fake.
Yeah, he's moving around a little bit, trying to get it in there. Does slide it into the trip 15. Yeah, that's pretty much secure in this leg. Bar anything that Andrew does on the bulls, he's going to have to go up and do it. Do what Adam Savada did, the 5-4, 5-5 on the bulls. He does get a double pull and closes the 19 on the first miss. Carter with 3 bulls to win.
Yeah.
Takes it down. 3 bulls, 3 up, 3 down. Gets them. 2-0 to Carter. Now's a good time. What's that?
Did you hear Alyssa Evans?
Oh, I could hear her over everybody. So, yep. Nobody better, she says. All right, so let's. Now's a good time. I'm Tim Goodwin, commentating today. As we said, we just put this together, trying to do the best we can. This is our first time going together. Oh, look at that! Right off the bat, we have a fireball. 120 start for Mike Carter. I'm Tim Goodwin. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in, watching. Hope you're enjoying the commentary. Hope you're enjoying the darts even more. We've got 7 fantastic matches up today. We've already finished 3. We had Adam Savada, who moved on over Mike Scaro. We have JC, who moved on over Chuck Pulo, and Chris Watson in the last match over Jamie Hayman. Currently, we've got Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainer. Race to 9. Format is alternate start, 701, double in, double out. 701, cricket, and so on to the first winner of 9. We have 3 more matches as this will play out tournament style. And next up we'll have, we'll have JC versus Adam Savada. So there's definitely some bigger darts, or better darts, the non-stop action coming your way. If you're going to continue to watch, we're looking forward to it. Please join us in the chat. Let us know what you think, where you're from, how you're feeling. We love to banter back and forth and communicate. So hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, we got a great match coming up next. It looks like we're going to do a feed restart after this match. We'll restart the feed, kind of give it a little refresher and get it up to date, and then we'll be back with the semis and then on to the finals.
Definitely. Now I want to say appreciate you joining us today, Mike. This has been great working with you back and forth here. It's been fantastic. Again, like we mentioned a couple times, it's like us sitting at the table just BSing about the game we love and watching players that we get to play with, all the time.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. I appreciate Scarborough giving us the opportunity to do this. I appreciate you letting me tag along and like you said, man, just talk a bunch of BS and enjoy some good darts.
Man, definitely. And thanks, Jane. Appreciate that. Thanks for the nice comments. We definitely appreciate it. Any confidence boosters you send our way is just going to make us think like we're doing a great job and love it. So maybe we'll continue to do it. We'll see. Who knows? But this is the first event of this kind here in Arizona Premier League. 8 of the top players in the USA are the invited that are accepted the invites that are fighting against each other. This will happen more than just today. There's going to be a few more days tournament style just like this. So can't wait to see where this thing takes us.
Looks like Carter's primed to go up 3-0 here.
Harold from Arnold, Missouri. Can't wait for the next one. Hey, buddy. One of my best friends from Missouri, to be honest, went to college with this guy. Glad to see you're watching the stream. Hope you're enjoying it, buddy. Love you. Carter takes this leg with a 4-4-2 over a 3-1-7. So that puts up Carter 3-0. So this is starting to look like somewhat what we expected, but hopefully Andrew Trainer's going to sit there and start getting and digging in, start firing off, seeing some fireworks. Douglas says the stream's pretty awesome. Yeah, I agree. Something's happened. It's just kind of on our end for the stream. We'll probably just reset it to make sure that we don't have any issues going down the line.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the stream to see great darts. We never want to see somebody get shut out or get 9 threes or anything like that. So we definitely want Trainer to plow in a couple of huge legs here and bring this thing back and make this a match.
Definitely. We want to see the competition fight here, right? And so it's going to happen. You're going to have legs that you wish you could redo. You're going to have legs that darts you wish you could take back. That's one thing. Let's talk about that for a minute. When we look at the mentality of the game, right? How do you personally, Mike, get ready and move on from a tough round or a tough leg, knowing that you're going up and you're going to have to compete? Where you just sat there, now you're down. What do you think's going on mentally in trainer's mind?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you just got to have short-term memory. It's so difficult to do. We talk about it all the time about darts being so mental, and it's everything in the head. But you just got to have short-term memory. You just got to remember you only get 3 darts every time you go to the board, and whatever you do with them, and then that three it's you can't do anything different with them. So, here he plows in a huge 180, nice fireball there.
It up. Fireball. Yep, shows up, hits that 180, just like you said, does shake it off.
Yeah,
I agree. The short-term memory is great. The pressure is great, but this type of event is allowing us to sit there and have these guys play against each other at this level on stream. So you got to think, what do you think about their feelings on the experience from this event alone?
So what I think all these players love, and one thing that they can never forget, and even being down 3-0 is it's a long format. It's race to 9. It's not like it's a race to 5 where you're kind of up against it already. It's a long format. You can get a couple breaks. So you just mentally, being on stream. I don't know if trainers had a lot of stream experience. I'm not sure of his total stream experience. I know Carter's got a ton, so that kind of plays in his favor a little bit. But I don't think trainers want to shy away from it either. So.
No, I think he's the type that he's going to sit there and normally, it might be the singles event or whatever. He's definitely been on stream for bullshitter events. He's been on stream for AZ Open events, and with some of the different things that have been local or that they've traveled to. And I agree, Carter has a ton of experience. He's had the likes of playing with the top players in the nation. Kevin Luke at the bullshitter, Jules Van Dongen at the PVD the last couple of years. There's he definitely has experience on his belt right now compared to Trainer. But in my opinion, I think Andrew Trainer's going to use that against him. You'd hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of one thing at a time.
Unfortunate double 11.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. League 21.
Yeah, and what I mean by that is you'd think that Carter would have the pressure, right? Being that he has the most experience, being that he's going to be, the little higher player, and shows that experience right there. Trip 20, double 8, takes down the fourth leg, 4-0, Mike Carter against Andrew Trainer.
What a checkout. That's a great shot.
Great shot, under the buckle. Andrew just missing a leave, and Carter takes full advantage. Again, I'm calling these mics by their last names, as there are way too many mics in this conversation today.
Yeah, we do have a lot of us here. Man, once again, while we're kind of waiting for this leg to get kicked off and running, man, I can't thank Scarborough enough for putting this together and giving these guys in Arizona a chance to showcase how good they really are.
100%.
Super important.
It's great to see. It's great to see an idea come to fruit, right, and come to life here, and then to see these guys pulling this off, going up, showing what they've got, and putting up some big stats, some big numbers, some big legs. This is it's wonderful to see, especially locally here in Arizona.
Yeah, absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
So far, the predictions are definitely leaning Mike's way. Carter is really just not letting off whatsoever. He's staying consistent, solid. Not throwing the biggest numbers up yet, but definitely staying right above that average.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Trainer plowing a 180 here. I'll bring this back.
Right on top of it. Trip 19. Hits a single. He's in the leg. This is one of those, hey, Andrews, you're waiting for that opportunity for Mike to miss. and you take advantage, but you want to stay right on his heels until this opportunity here. This is one that he's not going to get very often from Mike Carter. He's throwing him 41, leaves 430. Andrew Trainer at 497. He hits a big ton 40 here. He takes the darts.
And he needs it. He needs it for his confidence. He needs it to try and flip this match around. And 100 is
he does put 100
there.
So well, staying right in reach, and so he's going to give himself an opportunity. He hits a big round next round.
It's probably not 100% what he was looking for, but Carter lets him off the hook with a single one there on the first start.
He does bounce back, hits trip 20, single 20 right on top after that, leaving 349 again. This is where Andrew can take control of his leg. If he goes up and hits big ton 40 here, he could take control of the leg. Single 20, one on top of the 19. Goes, switches both numbers. One holds the 18. Unfortunate, but does stay right on top of him, so he's close.
This is going to be that gritty leg. This might be the shot that pulls away right here. That's a fireball.
Fireball, 180. Does not leave himself out. He wasn't going to be able to leave himself an out based on where he was at anyways, but yeah. Great to see a ton 80. Let's see if Andrew can follow. Hits a 100. He's going to get, he's just right on the heels. See if Carter can set himself up. Hit another trip 19. Oh, he goes down and opts for the 17. It's another trip 20, leaving 46. Interesting way to go about it.
What do you fancy on 46 here, Tim?
14 double 16's the easy out for sure, right? And that's exactly where we're going to go. There's no bust, no pressure. The percentage shot is there. You know, you can choose the 10 or 6 if you'd like, but just shy. Here it is again, as we talked about earlier. Guy's missing big numbers. Doesn't matter to him, doesn't phase him. Hits a double 16 to win that leg. Goes up 5-0 against Andrew Trainer.
Yeah, that's a good recovery from Carter, especially after missing 14.
Yeah, and we've seen that quite a bit today. Guys missing it. Previously, it was because they were trying to leave themselves that double bull out, and nobody's gotten a look at that double bull yet because of it.
Two on the wire there.
The chairman is in the house. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Some controversy over some large list. That looking forward to another great event next year.
It's a fireball.
Matt Mistretta asks, nice shot. Fireball for Mike Carter. Matt Mistretta asks, who got Scaro Savada? Well, it was a great match. Savada ended up beating Mike Scaro 9-3. Our second match of the day was JC versus Chuck Pulo. JC edged that one out with a 9-7 victory. Last match was Jamie Hayman versus Chris the Bar Darter Watson. Watson ended up winning 9-5. I'm sorry, what was that one? 9-2.
Yeah.
And then we've got our fourth match of the day, Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainer. Currently 5-0 to Mike Carter. Andrew trying to put a fight up against Carter on the 17s, only getting 4 out of that. Thanks to all for... No, he misses his first dart. Not too happy where that laid. Closes it, second dart. It's 16, single. Still running, 5.33, a great stat there. Andrew's going to need to sit there and put together a big stack on these 16s to get back in the leg. Hits 5 mark. It's within reach, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. The consistent that Carter's throwing in right now, he's going to go up trip 15, double 16, probably go for the Maloney double just because. Does go for it, misses, and here's that bang. It's a trip 15 on the third dart, leaving the 16s for Andrew. So this is an opportunity for Andrew that he hasn't had yet, but he needs to sit there and pile it in.
I'd probably pop that 20 because you only need a single.
Yeah, I would have after that second dart, agreed, and so that you'd sit there and still leave 2, but he's still got 19s and sitting right next to 16, so that's a tough choice to make. You know, for one, Carter isn't going to look at the 20s when he's going to be moving over to the 16 next. So he takes a look third dart after blocking himself shooting the 7s on the first 2 darts. Trainer again. Now this is where he's got to look at that 21st dart. I mean, you've got to shut him down here, right? Goes for the 19, just misses the triple, goes back 16 to pile in more points. Only gets 2 16s.
Yeah, I kind of get where I get where he's coming from with the shot. I just think getting rid of that 20, it's only a single, so you crack that.
Yeah,
20,
I agree. I think that first start is a confident start, right? And then you take a look. You know, some could say that again, Carter was shooting at the 19, so he's probably seeing that as he's watching the darts. Instead, he should be paying attention to, you know, exactly what he should be looking at, and not where Carter's throwing, right?
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Carter going to walk up, go with the 20. Smith's on top, takes a cover shot, hits it, shuts down the 16. Great shot by Mark Carter there. Puts him up in point lead. 3 bowls left. Trainer's now under the gun to smash as many bowls as possible.
Instead of shooting the Maloney double. Shot that nice little shot.
That's right. Here it is. He goes up, hits 5 bowls, just like what Adam did earlier. If you guys were watching, we had a fantastic comeback game leg where we saw 5 bowl after 5 bowl and an unsuspected turnaround on a leg. It was a and win by Adam Savada. It was fantastic to watch.
I think I would have liked to see Carter pile in 60 more points there.
You know, I agree. Yeah, Trainer's finding that bullseye with ease right now. Hits 4 more there, gets in the lead. You know, 1 triple ties the lead here. Somebody must have kicked the camera there.
I think he's got to stay. He's got to stay all up top or down low, wherever he's going with it.
Yeah, he's going to try and, you know, there's no reason not to go with that 20 there, because one triple would have tied the score, right? Anywhere else you have to hit 2 darts to get tie or lead. And so does pack in a 7 mark on them 20s.
Fall out there for Trainer on that 20.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that was definitely bittersweet right there. He fell out, hit the 20, but he blocked himself from the bull what he really needed. Now Carter walking up with a free look at the bulls, hits single, misses, and then hits double to finish that leg. Now going up 6-0 against Andrew Trainer.
Sheesh.
Let's see. Daniel is back with a new change. It says 9-3. Mike Maloney asked what the score of Savada and Scarborough was. It was 9-3 in Savada's favor. Carter starting this leg, trip 20, trip 18. Does he do it? Fireball. White horse for Mike
fireball
Carter.
action.
Let's see. I want to thank everybody for stopping into the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. My name's Tim Goodwin. First time commentating on stream here. Second time, and then joined by Mike Scarborough, both local dart players in Arizona. Just wanting to try and help out with what we're doing here and what Mike Scarborough, thankfully, was put together. Fantastic little show here with the Premier League format of 8 of the top players in the U.S. Oh, back-to-back. Fireball. Look at that. Carter putting a show on here as we talk about it. Throws in back-to-back white horses. Could sit there and, you know, Andrew Trainer throws 3 bulls. There's, you know, not too much more he can do here. Double bull. Single bull. Can't take the win. Misses the trip 20. Closes the bulls. Now Trainer's under the gun here. He's not really going to have much luck, but he can throw in a white horse and put a lot of pressure, because if he can leave Carter 5 15s to hit, could be trouble. Oh, he shoots the wrong dart. Trip 19. Hits that white horse. Fireball. Throws Carter right under the bus to hit 15s or 16s. Does finish off with a trip 16. Great game, great leg. 6.5 against a 6.33. That was fantastic. Andrew Trainer not giving up 1 bit on that leg whatsoever, and giving himself the opportunity if he could have got back in. But Carter was just on fire there. Trip 2 9 marks. closes the bulls, then finishes it off with a 5 mark in 16s. Great shot, Mike Carter. Andrew Trainer looks a little frustrated here. Misses all 3 darts at the double. Gives Mike Carter the switch.
What a game Carter just put out there. It's terrific.
Definitely. That's someone we're expecting to see a little more of here today. Being the first run, we hope for it. We love to see it. And I think there's definitely more to come. We've got some, these guys are just starting to get warmed up. Carter going up, double 16, triple 20, triple 20. A perfect start for him in a double in, double out format.
So Carter went white horse, single bull,
Free
double
bull,
miss, 5 mark to win the game, 152 in.
Yeah, he is feeling it. He's found his weight of his dart, the stroke, and there it is. Fireball, 180 for Mike Carter.
Wow.
Patrick Birdtail says, Trainer needs to step up the game, 100%. When somebody's shooting as hot as Carter is right now, everybody would need to step up their game.
Got to put him under pressure. Got to figure out a way to get him under pressure somehow.
That's right. You've got to sit there and try and, you've got to hit some big darts. Keep putting him under there. 180 may take him up, but the way Mike Carter's feeling right now, I don't see that happening. He does put in a 140, calms himself down, but yeah, that's a great shot. But man, with Mike Carter shooting that 43 right now, going second, has the darts. He's only going to need, let's see, he's going to set himself up with a 160. Oh, just outside. The way he's shooting, he's only going to need 6 darts. So, and that's not some Trainer can do here with a 4.24. He's going to need at least 9.
It's a good
does pile in at 134. Great cover shot. Throws the blocker up. Decides to move down the 19. Smashes 2 trip 19s. Fantastic to see. Smart play there too. Cover shots are definitely not used as much as players, in the U.S. we would like to see, especially with the amount of what we
is Carter going to go double bull, single bull, double bull on this 125, Timmy?
With him where he's at, why not, right? 19 doesn't leave himself a 2 dart out. Hits a trip 20, hits a 14 to leave 6 double 16. Great shot there. I like that move. I don't think he goes bull double bull, but I think he go bull trip 20 double 20 was his goal, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. Daniel Hizback says Andrew is a solid shooter. Just got to find that groove. 100%. We all know the talent level that Andrew has. He's not displaying it here as much as he'd like for sure. Carter wins that with a 36.89 against a 27.86, pushing Carter to the pushing him on the edge. He's at up to 8-0. One more leg and it's over, as this is a race of 9. Agreed, but Andrew is a fantastic shot. We've seen his game. He can play against the best of these guys. He deserves to be here. And, unfortunate so far, but you never know what's going to happen. Carter being as hot as he is right now, it's very unlikely that Trainer's going to come back, but it's not impossible.
I hope he gets like 5 legs of the way back, at least to make it interesting.
Agreed. I mean, it would be fun to see. Carter wouldn't like that, so, but he wants to sit there and finish this in a hurry and move on to the next and be done with it. But, thinking about this, right, this is only the first day. So even if Trainer goes and says, yeah, man, it just didn't work, it didn't happen, he's going to be able to sit there and take this experience into the next event of this caliber and know, hey, I have this experience now. I've been here. And it's going to step him up. As you can see, he's starting to get comfortable. Way too late, but he's starting to hit his big darts. Does take the advantage, takes the lead against Mike Carter.
That was a nice
Daniel Hizmek on fire. Carter is tough to beat for sure. Yeah, 100%. I mean, he is one of the top players in the nation, especially when he's on fire. You can see that he does have the accolades and he's been on plenty of streams recently. The bull shooter event that he played with Kevin Luke took down the pro doubles cricket together, as well as he's taken down a lot of big events over the last few years for sure. Mike Carter with a 99. taking the lead barely, but Andrew Trainer has the opportunity to sit there and take the lead and get the advantage in this leg. His trip 21st start. 140 does take advantage of the leg here.
Nice
so,
to see
barring anything,
Trainer's last 9, 134, 140, 140.
There you go. Yeah, you know, it might have been the point where he's not giving up, but knows that, hey, I just need to relax and throw. 137 by Carter does take the lead, but Andrew is effectively stolen the darts here. So if he can sit there and throw in 6 good darts, he's going to be in great shape. Trip 21st dart. Ooh, unfortunate. His 2 1s, but he does leave himself the big fish.
You got to get one on the stream, right?
Right? Oh, Carter says, you know what? If you're going to hit it, here's all the pressure. High ton fireball. All right, here we go. Let's see it. Let's make it. Here's the first triple. Ooh, slides right off the flight. Does hit a second triple, couldn't pressure. So Carter doesn't have a free look. It's still under pressure. Double 19 is not the easiest, but he smashes it first start, ending the match 9-0. Great darts, Carter. Unfortunate for Andrew Trainer. Did have some rounds, didn't have his best day. We all know he's better than this, and we look forward to seeing him again. You know, take this experience